Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Under the Ring podcast. I'll be joined shortly by the rest of the crew, but good Lord, we have to start talking about this. And it looks like AEW might have just pulled a magic trick. They might have just done something that no one was expecting. Earlier today, news broke that CM Punk was in talks to return to professional wrestling, to the in-ring. And it turns out that it might be AEW. The official report was from Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful Select that just in time to start the show. Let's see. Give me some time. What's happening here? Mr. Booger Wolf, how you doing?
Basically, I came to bring the pain, hardcore from the brain. Let's go inside my astral plane, find out my mental, faith on instrumental, record, hey, so I can.
Ladies and gentlemen,
methods. I'm not the king, but
the reigning, defending,
just how deep and shit get.
Undisputed, well, kind of disputed with Mike, but a fantasy wrestling champion, the Silverback Booger Wolf himself. Kenny, how you doing today?
What's good? What's going on, folks?
So yeah, I decided to start early because, good God, we got some crazy ass news happening right now. But yeah, let's go ahead and talk about this real quick before we get into it. Kenny, you are a double champion today, I believe.
God damn right!
Not only did you win the retain the predictions belt, I'm sorry. You added another trophy to the collection this week, didn't you?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, I give to you the Fantasy Champion Resolution! That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Resolution took down full gear like we knew we fucking would. So I am a goddamn double champ. And yes, I'm hyped today. And yes, we got some fucking hell of a news. Good Lord, that news that you just dropped in the chat, Mongo, is woo-wee.
Yeah, so let me grab this real quick. I was saying before, so CM Punk is coming back to wrestling, apparently. The rumor is that he's going to AEW. It's not confirmed whether he's going anywhere right now, but right now, Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful Select said that he is in the talks to return, and the word is it is AEW. Now,
that's not even
what Kenny's talking about. That's not what Kenny's talking about.
The big news, folks.
What Kenny's talking about is that according to Cassidy Haynes of Bodyslam.net, Cassidy Haynes has broken a lot of crazy stories over the past few years. He says Bryan Danielson
has signed
AEW.
Woo.
Holy shit. Now, of course, you want to wait and hear the confirmation. But dear God, if AEW just got Daniel Bryan and CM Punk on the same day, heading into a major event for WWE, by the way, where they're like, we got Goldberg, we got Edge and Cena, we got Daniel Bryan, CM Punk, Kenny Omega. Good Lord, this is nuts.
Plain and simple. As much as anybody who's watched this podcast for any amount of time, anybody who is in the group Under the Ring, don't forget to follow us on Facebook. If you haven't, you should be. Anybody who's in the group, anybody who's been on this podcast knows I am not a CM Punk fan. Most of us on this podcast are not CM Punk fans. I personally don't like CM Punk because I hate the fact the way he gave up on the business and the fans at that height of his popularity. And then when had the fans cheering, please come back, pretty much gave all the fans a big old double whopper. That's what he pretty much did. And the fact that fans have been cheering for this man to come back since he has left, as much as I dislike this man, this is huge for AEW. This is literally going to bring AEW's numbers through the fucking roof the day that man's theme music hits. The day
you know
Colt
what?
personality hits,
I was about to
it's
say,
gonna be fucking pandemonium.
You know Tony K is gonna buy the rest of that song. Like you know
Oh
what's
hell
happening.
yes! It's the only way. That's the
Oh.
only goddamn way.
I was actually on with Kevin Kellum with Sports Kita earlier today to talk about it. Right now, if there's no way they just swung this. I mean, this is a home run. That's not just a home run. This is a
slam.
Yeah,
this is a walk off. This is almost a walk off grand slam. If they pull this off.
Not only that, this comes off of the weekend where we just learned about how deep their partnership with AEW, New Japan, Impact, NWA, maybe possibly Ring of Honor with how Chelsea Green's working. It might be every company working together.
But WWE.
Which is apparently so. I'll read the report for Daniel Bryan, and I'll get the one for CM Punk as well.
Now, Daniel Bryan, I'm not gonna lie. Daniel Bryan coming to AEW. I said it in the chat. If I see Daniel Bryan on the AEW screen, I'm watching AEW every goddamn week.
Well, I mean,
Daniel Bryan might be, besides Bray Wyatt, Daniel Bryan might be my favorite current wrestler.
Well, I mean, he's this generation's Bret Hart, I think, as far as like the.
Don't ever do that.
I know what you mean. What I'm saying is like as far as the most respected technician, right, of in wrestling. There's no one that comes close to Daniel Bryan. He's number one, and I can't. Okay, so here it is. Courtesy of Cassidy Haynes from BodySlam.net. Daniel Bryan's last match with WWE took place back in April 30th on SmackDown, where he lost to Roman Reigns in the champion versus career match. It was reported that his contract expired on May 4th. An update as a future Bryan Danielson. A source I've spoken to has told me that he is locked in and has 100% already signed a contract with AEW. In addition, I was told that Danielson was wanting to work less dates for comparable money. He wanted the ability to be able to work in Japan and wanted to have creative input on his character, which he got. There are also tentative plans already in place for Danielson's AEW debut. Holy shit.
Check this out. WWE, y'all fucked up with that one. They're giving this man the same amount of money, less dates, full control over his character, and he can work someplace else if he feels like it. That's a win-win situation for him. That's a no-brainer. That's a clear, honest no-brainer right there. I mean, the only thing that you would have to worry about is the level of impact as far as the actual in-ring stuff that he's going to do. It's going to be a lot more fast-paced. It's going to be a lot more harder bumps because WWE, the one thing I can say about WWE is they do like to protect their wrestlers. They won't have you take stupid, unnecessary bumps if they can fully avoid it. So that's one thing that no matter what anybody wants to badmouth WWE about, that's one thing they can't badmouth them about. They will look out after their goddamn own. Now, but you're giving this man literally everything that he wants. Everything that he wants.
What the hell?
Who the hell is this?
Oh shit, it's Nick Gage. It's Nick Gage.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Yo, AEW. Yo, oh my god. Holy shit, AEW. I guess AEW really told us fuck y'all on y'all podcast on Wednesdays. You said you wasn't going to watch us until we did some shit, and boy, had they.
Nick Gage? Are you kidding me? Holy crap. Okay, CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, Nick Gage. Oh my God.
Wow, I just had to put myself on mute real quick so I could actually play some volume and find out. Wow.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know who Nick Gage is, he is the current, essentially, king of hardcore as far as wrestling goes. He's been feuding with John Moxley and Matt Cardona, oddly enough.
Yeah, like him. Matt
And-
Cardona actually dressed up as Moxley to attack Nick at a show.
Yep.
Even did Moxley's mannerisms. Even did the paradigm shift.
Yeah, it was. So I don't know what's going on with them, but MJF just brought in Nick Gage for Jericho.
AEW.
Jesus.
AEW, I said we are going to continue to hold our podcast on Wednesdays until you have given us a reason not to. And you're giving us a reason not to hold this shit on Wednesdays.
We just got to find a day to do it.
It might start looking to get pushed to Tuesdays.
Yeah.
The way it's been going, it might start being pushed to Tuesdays. The way things have been looking, as far as, especially with NXT, which we'll talk about, because there was a call up that a lot of the wrestling fan world did not like.
Dude, so that's the thing, is we get that from WWE, right? And then in one day, AEW just goes, "I should have come with us. should have come to us." Because holy shit.
We get we get champions getting losses on WWE, and AEW goes, "Oh, no problem. We'll just take the one person that the fans have been asking for the past 10 years to come back, and we'll grab the other person that your fans actually caused a riot for, and then we'll grab a guy who can cause a riot." There we go.
All in one day. All in one day. I don't. Oh my god! All right, so here's the CM Punk thing. We'll go ahead and knock this out too.
Has WWE ever done anything like that, where they've just pretty much shitted on everyone in one day like that? Like,
not since the Monday Night Wars, I don't think. Because even when TNA was trying to go against them, like, they weren't throwing out their A game. They just didn't really care. Like, this is the first time I've ever seen. They are literally throwing A bombs out the just boom, 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 and it's hitting. It's
hitting. If they were playing Battleship, they have definitely sunk at least 2 of the WWE's destroyers. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
So the thing from CM Punk. This is from Fightful Select. Sean Ross Sapp, one of the biggest stars of wrestling in the century, could be headed back to wrestling if all goes well. CM Punk has been in ongoing talks for a return. Make return pro wrestling as an in-ring performer. Sources indicating that AEW is the most likely landing point. There's a possibility that he's doing this and he might go. Maybe he'll go to WWE. But honestly, I don't see it. I don't see him going to WWE. I see it happening with AEW.
First of all, there's no competition really right now for him in WWE. There's no storyline in which anyone really wants to see.
There are 3 storylines, I think, actually.
What 3 storylines do you think? What 3 storylines? Please tell me. Please enlighten me.
All right. So first off, Seth Rollins. Back when WWE Backstage happened, he came on. Seth talked a lot of shit. I was trying to get him into a fight. So I think just a Seth Rollins match alone would be worth it. Triple H, getting the actual Triple H thing, and that would involve CM Punk going to NXT and ruining Triple H's baby. NXT is the one thing that WWE has had that has really gotten the hardcore fans invested. And to have the hardcore fans like hero, icon, CM Punk go after NXT and go after Triple H and try to ruin it, that's a pretty major story. And I'm not saying we get a Triple H match. What I'm saying is we have that CM Punk goes in and we end up getting like CM Punk Adam Cole would be like my pick.
Personally, if we are going to go NXT, I would prefer Johnny Gargano.
Okay, Gargano's fine. But like you take someone that's like been the face of NXT for a while, which should be either one of them.
Finally, Impact champions are on AEW.
We'll talk about that too. The Good Brothers are the new Impact World Tag Team Champions. The main story, though, and the story that it's been ongoing for 6 years now, Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns CM Punk is a story that has a lot of real life aspects to it. As we all know, the Art of Wrestling podcast that Punk appeared on back in 2014, he made some comments, not really about Reigns, but about the company. And hardcore fans took that. Yeah, they decided to say, "Oh, so Roman Reigns sucks." And then for 5-6 years, fans were like, "Yeah, fuck Roman Reigns." Punk said that, yeah, and Punk never said that. Roman came out a year ago, like back in November, on a podcast, and he said that 5 years ago, CM Punk did one of these with a podcast and made my job a lot worse. So I don't like the guy, but I'm willing to do something for business. There's a lot of animosity there. There's a story when it comes to Roman Reigns, who he is now as a character, the tribal chief. The guy he's tired of all the bullshit. He's tired of all the disrespect. And then CM Punk, the man that brought that disrespect to his door and left it there for 5 years to get a chance to get revenge on him and to have CM Punk be the one to challenge for that belt. That is a WrestleMania moment.
Okay. That storyline, yes. You know what? You are correct. Those are good storylines if he were to go back. But the thing that I've always got pissed off about was, like we said just now, CM Punk never even said anything bad about Roman. He said the higher-ups told him, make sure Roman looks good.
And he didn't have a problem doing that. He had a problem with them repeating it, but them not thinking he understood what they meant. He had no problem making Roman look. He said it in the interview. That's what I do. That's the point. We all look good coming out of this. So, but Roman, especially being a heel right now, can take it and be like, you ruined my career. You tried to put a stop to my career. And Punk, and to be honest, I didn't do that. That's not what was said. It brings in the best storylines blend reality and fiction. I can't think of a better storyline right now that would do that than Punk and Roman. I don't think there's any story right now that would be better for that. The thing is, after that, what do you do with Punk?
Nothing.
Like
nothing.
I don't think Punk's gonna be coming back full time. Like I think it would be a lot less dates, a lot less working for him. So
here's the thing. He would have to go to AEW because there's different competition. That's the main thing right there.
Well, the main thing that people would want would be the Kenny Omega match, right? People want Kenny Omega. Because people have been wanting Kenny Omega and Punk, Kenny Omega and Bryan for God knows how long.
Now, Kenny Omega and Daniel Bryan, yes. I even watched a couple of their early stuff together. Bryan was
Omega wasn't the cleaner.
Right, and Bryan was the American Dragon, if I'm not mistaken?
The American Dragon, Yeah.
Shout out to this combination real quick. Folks, if y'all don't know, get a little bit of first of all, the black things you see in my cup of my whiskey rocks, all right? They keep your drink nice and chill. Secondly, get a little Douce and get some Tropicana Pina Colada juice and put it together. Thank me later. We're always here to give out helpful tips here on Under the Ring. Always remember that. But
we've also got a giveaway going on right now. Kenny, do you have the details on that?
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we have a couple of pieces of merchandise that we would like to actually give away to you guys. I put a video up on our page, but basically what you have to do is you have to do just a couple of simple things. First thing you have to do, like the podcast page. That's number one. Second thing you have to do, share the podcast page. That's number two. Third thing you have to do, I'd say a third/fourth. Comment on something so we know that you are actually a real person and not a robot. Comment on something. And if you can bring someone in, that might get you a double piece of merchandise. You know what I mean? So, folks, we're willing to give away stuff when we have it. Yes, we are a broke podcast right now, but soon we will be making money off of it. But we do
Maybe
have a
all.
little bit of goodies that we like to give out to our friends who have been faithful to us. Um, like I said, Daniel Bryan, I'm sorry, Bryan Danielson. That's huge. Kenny Omega versus Bryan, yes. Kenny Omega versus CM Punk, no thank you.
What I want to see is Punk and MJF for the promo battles one. Like, if we're going to talk about what we want from Punk, I think Punk and MJF. And honestly, Punk's whole thing in WWE was anti-establishment, like against the company, and everything. Punk and Cody Rhodes.
Okay.
The
Punk's
only issue with that
claim
is Cody
here's the
is
thing.
already in a thing with or Malachi Black, and that would
That
require
is great. That is great right now.
yeah, fantastic. Also, fucking Malachi Black, just get like Jesus, holy crap, man.
Okay. I'm gonna say it. Punk's biggest claim to fame.
There we go.
Hey, we got one half of the tag team champions checking in on a comment. Justin, bring your ass on the show, but that's quite all right. Knock off some.
Reggie, get you some free merch, man. Come on, get in there. You following
Reggie, shut up. You ain't paying for it. Shut up, Reggie. Reggie, you might be one of the few people that when it comes time to pay for merchandise, I'm gonna look at you and smack your money out your hand. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you, Reggie. You've been with us too long for us to do that to you, brother. Nah. But
yeah, I like, and that's the thing is like Adam Cole, KOR, Seth, yeah, but after those and after Roman, what
are you doing him?
What is interesting? Like, what is worth going after? I don't want to see. I don't really want to see Punk versus like Lashley or Drew. Like, I like them both, but like that, those aren't matches that really get me interested.
And then on top of that, Punk is at a level where you cannot put a mid-card belt on him.
No, you cannot have him be Intercontinental U.S. champion.
You can't even have him be a tag champ. He's either world champ or nothing at all.
It really is just AEW's, and it's not just AEW. When you do the AEW thing, you are getting Impact, you are getting AAA, you're getting New Japan, NWA, possibly Ring of Honor. Yeah, it's AEW is the one you would go with.
What if? Okay, one thing I was going to say is I'm going to be the person to say it. CM Punk's claim to fame is that whole pipe bomb. Let's be realistic. That whole pipe bomb. It was a good promo. It was a great promo. But unpopular opinion, and I don't care who has something to say about it, I feel Joey Styles' pipe bomb was way better, way more realistic, and way more, oh shit, he really say that? I like Joey Styles' pipe bomb 100 times better than I like CM Punk's.
Well, Joey's felt actually real.
It was.
Punk, well, yeah, that too. But like Punk's was like, you knew that it wasn't, they weren't legitimately letting him walk out there and like shit on the entire cut. Like,
Joey Styles ain't come back. Joey ain't come back after that.
I think Joey ended up doing like stuff in The Office. I'm surprised they let him do stuff in The Office. But yeah, it's holy shit. Yeah. Holy shit. Holy shit is right.
Yeah.
Versus Edge, Kenny's nightmare. Seriously, when the Punk news broke, there were a lot of comments on Twitter saying, Punk can't, it's been too long. Punk can't come back. He's in a ring shape. Edge was gone for 10 years. And I know you don't like Edge, but you got to admit, as far as that ring goes,
Edge is in phenomenal fucking shape. Edge still has it. I'm not going to even lie on that. He's a step slower, which comes with age, which is expected, and being out of the ring for so long. But excuse me, Edge didn't look one bit old in that match, and in the matches that he's had since his return, he has not looked old. of course, they have had matches which, of course, have catered to make sure he doesn't have to. But overall, he has not looked old.
That
CM
was, I think,
Punk is much.
his first match. I think that was
I think
like
a one-on-one besides
one on
Randy,
one. Well, that wasn't also like
a stipulation behind it or
yeah,
something like
and
that.
like all the random matches all took place like the pandemic stuff, pre-taped stuff. So like this is the first time we actually got to see him one on one live with no cuts. He did fine.
He did great. He did great. He
So
did 100% great.
so Punk
CM
can't go
Punk.
back. Also,
CM Punk has been doing MMA, folks. He's been in
yeah,
fucking shape.
he's
Let's
in
be
shape.
realistic. He's in shape. Let's be fucking realistic. Like
Punk's
as
at
much as
Q50 right now. That man is in shape. He's fine. He's okay.
right. Like let's be realistic here. Wrestling is an art form, and you have to be in shape for it. But to be in shape to catch a street fight is a whole different type of in shape. Because that's what UFC is. It's a fucking street fight. Plain and simple. So to be in street fight shape is a whole different type of thing. So CM Punk is in shape. Please don't get that twisted, folks. Do not think that man won't still go out there. It definitely would. The one person who I did look at and was like, "Oh, are they sick?" Cena.
So you know what it is? It's the hair. It's
he got smaller too.
Going down.
He got smaller too. Cena got because Cena's in Hollywood shape. He's not in wrestling shape. So, but Cena better start getting some roles like The Rock where they tell you to add 20 fucking pounds of muscle. I know that.
I think if you wanted to, if you really wanted to, you could also do the one final match between Cena and Punk, because both of them ended up doing movie stuff after they left. Cena went to Hollywood, and of course, Punk, being the punk rock anti-establishment, did indie B-list artsy horror movies. Like even in that point, they are two sides of the same coin. So you could do it, but again, I think there's a limited number of matches you want in WWE. Whereas when it comes to AEW and by proxy every other company that works with them, it's not just it's the world. The world's open.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. A matchup I would like to see for CM Punk, if we're going AEW route and opening up every possibility, I would definitely like to see a Chris Bay fight.
Chris Bay. Interesting. Well, Chris Bay is going to be apparently getting some crazy shit later, which we'll talk about.
You're right. I would like to see that, or a Chris Bay versus Josh Alexander. I mean, CM Punk versus Josh Alexander.
That could work.
I would like that. The promos won't be too good because Josh is on the promos.
Josh is kind of short to the point. He can't really do anything to. All he is, hey, I go out there, I wrestle. That's it. That's fine. That's all you really need for someone like him. But when it comes to having to go up against someone that is best known for their promos, it's a little rough.
Now, Daniel Bryan, I want to see Chris Bay. I want to see fucking Daniel Bryan and Trey Miguel. I would like to see that fight. Because you don't need promos with those two.
No.
Because they have mutual respect for each other. I would like to see Daniel Bryan and Trey Miguel get in the ring and just go off. Just go off. I would also like to see Daniel Bryan and fucking Andrade. I really want that match, man. Like, I want Almas and Bryan, but I want it on their terms. I'm such an Almas fan, man, and it sucks that even now I don't really see him doing anything.
Right now, it's just we're not getting a lot out of it. The Seidel thing was fine. I think Seidel looked better coming out of it. And
it's like I feel like right now I feel like everybody that gets signed to AEW from WWE, AEW makes a big point about it. Yeah, we signed this guy and you didn't do nothing with him. You're not doing nothing with him either. Like, you're literally
that's
like, here's the thing. And here's the thing. Like, I'm sorry to cut you off. Another thing I want to say is people can be like, well, they got a belt on Miro. WWE did the same shit with Rusev when he first came to the fucking WWE too. He caught the Intercontinental, if I'm not mistaken, or the US Championship damn near immediately.
Damn near immediately. Held it for almost a year.
The same thing y'all are doing as Miro in AEW.
His first Mania, he fought Cena.
And won. Didn't he?
I think he lost. He lost. But it was still like a major deal. And then that's when we got the Cena. Yeah, then that's when we got like the Cena Open Challenge. Was
right.
Awesome. But like that, he from day one in the WWE was a monster. In AEW, took a little while. You know, had to do whatever that was with Penelope Ford and whatever.
I think he wanted. AEW right now, we got what should be a very interesting matchup between Wheeler and Darby Allin right now. This should be a very good matchup. I didn't know that Wheeler. I told you, Wheeler being part of Best Friends was a very big shock to me. I didn't expect to see him there. I don't know why.
I don't know. I don't know if he fits their whole deal, but I'm happy to see him.
On TV,
he impressed a lot. He impressed a lot in that Pure tournament.
Pure tournament, yeah. In that Pure tournament, I learned who the hell he was. And
wait a minute, what was that? Did you just see that?
Who was that?
There's somebody in the crowd.
Who was that?
Somebody with the Bullet Club. Who was that? That one? What's that? All right. Guys, you're gonna have to watch AEW. But keep us on. Keep us on.
Keep us on, but watch AEW at the same time.
I don't know who. I didn't catch.
You know what? Let's go over. What else is going on in the news? Who gives a shit? That was the
that's like the biggest news we had.
Right. Like there's no need for any other type of news. Let's go over what happened this weekend, and then let's have some fun.
So Slammiversary happened this week. Oh yeah. So Slammiversary happened this weekend. Great fucking show. Great show. A+. They knocked it out of the park on a lot of different
ended with an A+ fucking ending as well.
I disagree with that.
Fuck you. Fuck you. That was a great way.
Up to the last 5 seconds, it was fantastic. But we'll talk about it. So on the pre-show, and this is the one of the there are 3 things that I thought this show could have done better. The first one is that I think that Fire and Flavor, after all the work they've done during the pandemic, should be on the main show. But then I thought about it, and what match would you have put on the pre-show? Because I was thinking of Matt Cardona's tag match, but Chelsea Green came back. You got to have that on the main show. Right? So anything that someone comes back, main show. Anyone that debuts, main show. So that leaves Morrissey and Eddie Edwards. That leaves you're not going to put any of the title matches on there.
You can't put Morrissey and Eddie Edwards on it because Eddie Edwards is the heart and soul of the company.
Now, what you could have done, we did see the return of Finn Juice during the show, which we'll get into. And I think they have an impromptu match at the last 2 minutes. Could have had that, give us some time. That could have been in the pre-show. But we'll get into it. Decay, Rosemary and Havoc is now officially part of Decay. Captured the Impact Knockouts tag team titles. Fire and Flavor, you have done a fantastic job with these belts. I mean, really honestly, for me, one of the best tag teams going right now.
Between the promos, the actual getting better in the ring. Because I'm not going to lie, at the beginning, Fire and Flavor, first of all, Sting is doing Orange Cassidy skit right now. This is fucking great.
Oh my god! What's going on, Dex? What's going on, brother?
Dex, ladies and gentlemen, joining us from the comments, one of the original savages from the early days of the podcast, our boy Dex. Was good, man. Was good. But
yeah.
Damn it. I forgot what I was saying just that quick.
Talking about how Fire and Flavor improved over the past year.
They really have. Because in the beginning, when I first saw Fire and Flavor, exactly what they were two ratchet chicks. Hey, my man.
Copper making a debut.
Right. With two ratchet chicks just sitting out there talking. But then, they actually got really, really good in the ring. They actually got their chemistry together, got a lot better. So which made the matches look a lot smoother. And their shit talking backed up what they did in the ring. So it is what it is. Like Fire and Flavor definitely during this pandemic, but it's about time where we can play. I honestly think the first 3 months of fans being back, hot potato.
Yeah.
Hot potato with a lot of these belts. Just for, if no other reason, pop value.
And we didn't see them show up, but there's reports that we're having a ton of returns, debuts, and shit over the next few weeks of Impact. I mean, like the next month is going to be slam full of stuff like that. If you get them, if you get the Iconics, throw them in there. Throw them in there.
Let's keep going because I got a serious question that goes along with that whole. You said there's going to be a ton of returns and stuff.
Okay. So first match on the show, this is the exact way how you want to start a show. I mean, dear God, the Ultimate X match for the Impact X Division Championship.
Bravo, fellas. Yeah. Fellas, bravo. Bravo. Low key MVP of the match, Petey fucking Williams.
Dude, Petey went out there and you think I'm an old man? You think I can't do this anymore?
Low-key MVP of the match was Petey fucking Williams. That goddamn Canadian destroyer he did while Josh had Chris Bay on his shoulder.
Woo! Man. Good God. I don't know how Chris Bay isn't shorter.
Chris Bay, without a doubt, is probably one of the most gifted and talented wrestlers I have seen in a very long time. And I'm old. Let's keep it a buck. I'm old. He is That's who that was. That's who that was. So you know who's coming now. You know who's coming next. Good Lord. Good Lord. Good Lord. Folks, we'll go bananas right now because the person who was just seen on the television is not only Bullet Club, they're also the brother of who I am fucking dying to get over here and see on my television. G.O.D. The Gorillas.
Tonga, and Tonga Loa.
That is their little brother that they just showed.
Oh, God. Remember a month ago we were like, man, this show is just tough to watch. Jesus.
One day got me hyped for AEW. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh my God, man!
One day got me hyped for AEW.
It keeps going. It keeps. They didn't let the news today slow them down at all. They're still.
AEW right now has. If this is the gas pedal, they're doing this.
Mm-hmm. It was going to be Rohit doing everything he could to not climb up that thing was him getting the rope and then
Rohit. You know what, Justin? You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. How could I take away the MVP from the Mocha Skin Manimal? How can I possibly do that? Rohit, first of all, when he used the rope, like you said, Mongo, he used the rope to try to throw it over the other hand and then tried to bring it down. He tried to use a belt. Yo, Rohit tried to use a Rohit is absolutely great. And once again, my producer. Oh, there we go. My producer be just doing all types of wild shit.
I think it was like something like to help with like move the cameras up and down.
Yeah,
to just reach it. It's man, all right, man. We have to get through these shows before.
But AEW keeps doing shit like that. But
yeah. Hold on. Speaking of people that are showing up randomly,
the other half of your world champion, the Good Stoner, Mike. Mike Hall is also the captain of the losing team Full Gear, who lost Fantasy to Resolution.
He leaves immediately. There it is. Anyway.
And that's how you cyberbully someone, folks.
He'll come back. They always come back. There you go.
I didn't want to hear that shit.
So, Mike, while you've been gone,
oh my God,
we talked about Punk. And Bryan?
Have you been looking at AEW?
I'm about to tune in, but I saw the news.
So here's the thing. Someone else just showed up. First of all, two people just showed up. Nick Gage is there.
Yeah.
Hardcore King Nick Gage. And what's his name? Hikuleo. The brother of God. The brother of Tonga, and Tongaloa. A Bullet Club member.
The younger taller one.
God might be on the way, baby.
Oh shit! Oh,
yeah. Right now we're going through Slammiversary, but we'll get your thoughts on Punk and Bryan real quick. Looks like Bryan, unless there's like a rumor killer coming out or like a news killer coming out. I'm looking. I'm not seeing anything right now. Looks like Bryan Danielson is officially signed to AEW. AEW has not made the announcement. Neither has Bryan. But according to Cassidy Haynes of BodySlam.net, it's a done deal. So what do you think of old Bryan Danielson being in AEW? And of course, CM Punk. If Punk right now is not confirmed for AEW, he's just trying to get back into wrestling. So if they can swing and get both of them today, what's happening in your head?
You know what? If they're able to land both of them,
Hikuleo. Hikuleo.
If they're able to get both of those guys, kudos to them.
Supposedly, Daniel Bryan's name is already on the paper. Supposedly, Daniel Bryan's name is there.
This guy, Cassidy Haynes, just put up the follow-up.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm not going to lie. I am concerned for DB a little bit, because
it's a reckless style in those other promotions.
He's going to land on his neck every week.
Kenny said when we first started talking about this.
He's going to,
okay, but listen to this though, Mike. They're giving him when in this situation, I understand why Daniel Bryan doing it. Yes, you might want to put your body on risk, but you're getting the same amount of money. You're getting less dates. You're getting complete control of your character, and you can work anywhere you want.
And you know what? That's smart on his part. Like if he can get that deal, since he was able to pull that off, and he's able to wrestle how he wants to wrestle. He doesn't have to wrestle under the WWE safe style. You know what? Kudos to him. I'm still going to be in the back of my mind concerned for him.
Mm-hmm.
For his neck, because that's a huge thing. And the last thing we all need to see is Daniel Bryan in a situation where he is severely hurt, to where not only his career is in jeopardy, but his livelihood is in jeopardy. But
Right. Because at one point that man lost feeling in his whole arm area, he said.
yeah, and that's scary. You know, that's scary to hear that. You know, so
Wait,
I just hope he's safe. You know, I just hope that nothing bad's happened. That's all. Like, it's a great move for them if they're able to sign CM Punk as well. That's even better for them. You know, we here at the Under the Ring podcast, we aren't the biggest Punk fans, but in just wrestling terms,
I
It's a
told
big
y'all.
in
I
just
told y'all.
wrestling terms, it's
I don't think
a-
there's anybody on the show that's like a major Punk fan, but so let me get
We
this
ain't
out the way. Daniel Bryan, the Daniel Bryan news. Hold on, we're gonna do a little breaking news here, courtesy of Cassie Haynes from BodySlam.net. Additionally, we were told tentative plans creatively for Bryan Danielson's AEW debut. As of the time of this writing, the plan is for Bryan Danielson to make his AEW debut on September 22nd when AEW heads to Arthur Ashe Stadium in New York City.
Oh, he couldn't debut 2 weeks earlier in Cincinnati. Oh,
So you
damn
So,
it.
excuse me for a second as I run to my other computer to buy tickets.
yeah, looks like he's going to be in New York City, baby. So if anybody's around there, looks like that's what you're going to want to get. The plan was to hold off on debuting Danielson until after all their plans for All Out were wrapped up and to bring him in after the pay-per-view. However, with the news of CM Punk's potential AEW debut, that may have caused plans to change. So he might come in earlier, but that's right now the plan is for him to come in.
Now, I do think that Punk's showing up at All Out.
I do too. We're talking about how it just makes sense for him to go to AEW over WWE. Just because there's just more matchups. Not only within AEW, but you get more because as we saw at Slammiversary this weekend, which we're going to continue to talk about, their deal with Impact, with AAA, with
Looking
New
up
Japan,
tickets right now. Yep.
all of that. That's not slowing down. That's not stopping. That forbidden door stays open.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to continue, and it's. Whoa! Look who happened to join us today.
Is that, you know what, folks, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have the other half of your World Tag Team Champion. Give it up for the other half of the Shrimp Dicks, my boy, Luchasaurus.
What's up, boys? What's up? I see Kenny is in rare form already.
Yeah, he's having a good time. That man just bought 5 tickets for a show.
I've been having some mic trouble, so let me know if you guys can't hear me or anything.
You're good right now, though, brother.
Perfect. I've been listening along and enjoying the first 45 minutes of the show.
Man, it's been a show.
It's been a show.
Good God. Whew. All right, let's get back to the Slammiversary. So Josh Alexander retained his X Division Championship in what was one of the best
finish.
yeah.
A fantastic finish.
Man. So if you're not an Impact fan, you haven't seen like old X Division or Ultimate X matches. There's an old match where I think it's AJ Styles springboards off of the ropes while 2 guys are on top fighting for the belt, and he snags it and wins it. Ace Austin went for the same trick, and
that was hilarious.
Josh and Chris both went whoop and moved it up, and he just landed on his face, and it was great. And then Alexander knocked off Chris Bay and then won the belt.
Whoa! I'm so sorry. I forgot to do something else. Also, part of your World Fantasy Champion Revolution, my boy, Luchasaurus. I forgot to bring that.
Normally I cut it, but Mike, I told him that today we're going to have to let it slide. They won. They won fair and square.
Yeah, we pulled some bullshit, but we won. We pulled a lot of bullshit.
I like how it went from the closest race it has ever been to about 100 points. About 100 points. Dear God. Anyway, next up was Matt Cardona and the mystery partner against Brian Myers and Neil Dashwood, and it ended up being, of course, the hot mess. Chelsea.
Let me ask y'all that though. Like, we all knew it was Chelsea immediately, right?
Yeah,
like
everyone
as soon
knew
as
it
they
was
said there's a mystery partner. Do you think it would have been better to book Cardona with someone and then have that person get hurt and then have Chelsea come out?
X Division is wonderful. X Division is fantastic. That's one of the best things on wrestling right now. No, you gotta go. You gotta go, Matt and Chelsea. Like,
well, no. You do get Matt and Chelsea. I agree. What I'm saying is, do you promote it as if there's someone else, not a mystery partner? So let's just say Jordan Grace. Say, I don't know, somebody random.
No, I think because the whole thing about Summerversary is to you get the buys off of the hype of who's going to show up.
Right.
Even if you know it's Chelsea, you're still like, I want to make sure, or like I want to see Chelsea.
Yeah.
Like, so yeah, no, I think that it was fine. And it was like a 6-minute match. It wasn't not really a lot into it, but it was still fun.
Yeah,
still fun.
It was a good quick match. Quick match.
We had W. Morrissey and Eddie Edwards, and W. Morrissey beat the living shit out of Eddie Edwards for about 11 minutes.
Oh, my God.
Good God. I mean, he mauled him like a bear. It was horrible in the best way. Morrissey ended up having to clock Eddie with like a belt, I think it was a belt, a chain or something. Because Eddie hit him with like 2 Boston knee parties while he was on the floor, and the second one, he knocked him out of the ring. The ref was distracted, hit him with a belt, and then hit the power bomb.
Yo,
Morrissey looks
a fucking star.
Morrissey looks like $1 million. Eddie's Teflon. That man can take the loss. He's fine.
Right.
Another great match. Then we had Finjuice showed up. Finjuice. So in the X Division match, apparently Ace Austin and Rohit Raju wanted to have Madman Fulton and Shera at ringside with them. Mm-hmm. Scott D'Amore banned them from ringside. So Shera and Fulton come out to the ring. They're gonna put a stop to the show. They're gonna stop everything, freeze it until they get what they want. Scott D'Amore comes out and says, "Well, you're already in the ring, so here's the tag team, Finjuice." Finjuice has returned from New Japan, and they beat them in about 1 minute and 15 seconds. I was telling Kenny earlier, Mike, that I thought that with all the work they've done, Fire and Flavor should have been on the main card.
Absolutely.
But they should not have been on the pre-show. I know like the pre-show match is really important, but man, they deserved, after everything they've done for this company the past year, to be on that main card. So what I would have done is had Fulton and Shera get upset before the show starts. On the pre-show, hey, this show's not even going to happen until you fix this. Mm-hmm. Finjuice comes out. Boom. Hey, there's your first return of the night, and it was free. Merry Christmas. Right. And then you start the show.
And, Finjuice is meh, but at the same time, it's good that they came back because that's the one division that's lacking in Impact, is the tag division.
Yeah, it's good to have more, and hopefully we're going to get more over the next next month and a half. From what people have been saying, there's a lot of debuts and returns happening over the next month and a half of shows that were taped. So fingers crossed.
It kind of sucks that that tag title match was on the pre-show because, like you said that night, Mongo, like Fire and Flavor, they've been two of the MVPs of the pandemic for Impact. Like, they have held that Knockouts division down.
Yeah.
And Kiera Hogan, and we've all said it before, she is a future Knockouts champion. Like, you can't have those two on your pre-show. Nor Rosemary or Havoc. You can't have those 4 women on your pre-show.
They've all been so vital to the Knockouts division. Not just the Knockouts championship, the tag team titles. Like, 2 different divisions.
Mm-hmm. Let me throw it out here on this way. Instead of taking it as a disrespect to them, that was the match that they were hyping to potentially get people to go buy the pay-per-view. That's the one where D'Lo and Stryker were like, you see how great this match was? Get ready for a full night of that.
Yeah, and I don't think it was a disrespect thing. I just personally, I would have liked to see them on that main card. But
I agree.
Looking at it that way,
But if you're trying to get people to buy the show,
yeah,
you are putting them in front of more eyes than anybody on that night because it's on Twitch. Like, you get all the people that are buying the pay-per-view to watch it, plus people that maybe were tuning in to check out that match, or maybe that's the ones that people were like, yeah, that match made me want to go buy the pay-per-view.
The woman held down the wrestling career from the pandemic, fire and flavor. Yeah. That's true. And every company, it looks like, because even AEW, we had Britt and Thunder Rosa. Like, their feud was fantastic. So women across the board in wrestling really stepped up during the pandemic era.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Mike. Continue with your point.
No, I was just gonna say, just piggybacking off what Justin just said. You know what? That's true. You know, have that match set the tone. You know, and like you said, like that tag match between Finn Juice and Fulton and Shearer was less than 2 minutes, so that was a good filler. Just to waste some time, you know. Oh, hey, Finn's Juice back, and go on with bigger and better things. So you know what?
I because of how short the match was, and I think also you needed Fulton and Shearer, like, you needed them to be angry about getting banned from ringside, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which had to occur maybe later after that match.
Well, I think you could have had them get mad about the announcement on the pre-show, and then go from there.
Yeah, that's fair.
But either like it's worked out. Chris Sabin versus Moose. Now this is the one finish that I just like. I don't agree. I don't agree with how this worked, but it was still a great match. A great match between Moose and Chris Sabin. Moose is he is a superstar. He is. I really can't. If you don't watch Impact and you don't see it and you don't get to see Moose like this, he is genuinely. He can be the next superstar in wrestling. He is just hitting. He is hitting every single nozzle. He is lighting all fuses. He is. He's a megastar. And then he signed a 2-year deal about a month back. They took him out of the title match. He lost against all odds, and then they took him out of the picture. He went to fight Chris Sabin, and Chris Sabin beat Moose at Slammiversary.
Clean, too.
Clean. Now, I'll say this. We see a lot of roll-up finishes in wrestling, and they can get a little exhausting. I think the way they did it with Moose here is fine. Sabin got lucky.
Sabin got his shit rocked the entire fucking match. That was the first time they said Impact has ever had a holy shit chant for a chop. When Moose double chopped Sabin when he was sitting on the edge of the fucking ring and he screamed at him, I was like,
he Walter Keith Lee chopped him. In our chat, I was like, did he just Walter chop somebody? He can do that? He can do that too?
Yeah.
Moose can do everything. And then, of course, he does that, leap up onto the top rope, moonsault, slam thing. There's nothing he can't do as a performer, I don't think. He's even now getting good at promos. I don't know what Moose can't do. And
a motherfucker with a list.
To have him lose to Sabin, even though it makes sense to have him, he got lucky. He didn't beat him, he got lucky. He still should not have won that match. It should have been Moose. You gotta keep, and I guess the only idea is that, look, you don't want Moose back in that title picture because you don't want Moose to lose to Omega, because apparently they have the idea to have Omega lose to somebody else, and it's not Moose, and I hate that, but it's not Moose, so they don't want to have Moose lose to Omega. But I would rather have Moose lose to Omega twice than lose to Chris Sabin. I love Sabin. Sabin's great. But Sabin has not been booked as a really top person in Impact.
Right. Right. His biggest thing right now with Sabin has been that he loves Swingers Place.
Which, by the way,
that's what this whole beef was about. Because Moose fucked up Swingers Place.
Yeah. It started out with oh shit.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the podcast. It looks like we got almost a full fucking crew tonight, just minus one. Give it up for the main guard, Maurice's baby daddy, Matty Bishop, who is also part of the World Champion Fantasy Resolution.
I ain't gotta take this shit, okay?
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Yeah, the fuck you do. But before we even go any further, we talked a lot about wrestling. We talked a lot about different things. I want to take a quick left turn real quick and get not Silverback Booger Wolf, but actually Kenny. Yesterday was a very momentous day for me. My princess, my Mushka, my Tyler turned 19 years old. Yes, folks, I am old enough to have a 19-year-old. My baby turned 19. Tyler, I have watched you grow from being Tyler. You're my Mushka. I call you Mushka Monkey because when you were little, you used to hang on my neck, and I never had to use my hands for you to hold on. You were my little monkey. You hung right on me. You know, you're growing into a beautiful, wonderful lady. I am so proud to be your father. I love you to the moon and stars and back. Happy birthday, baby. Thank you for allowing me to be your father, and thank you for being a wonderful daughter. Right. That's something I definitely got to say. Also, I want to give another birthday shout out today to someone who I don't even consider my cousin. He grew up as my little brother. My little brother Scrap, my little brother Jay. Bro, you already know. Solid, strong warrior all day. I love you. I don't even need to say any more about that. All right, now let's get back to business. Silverback Booger Wolf is back.
Kenny trying to make me cry on the podcast.
Anyway,
I'm too depressed to get this emotional.
But yeah, so Moose lost Chris Sabin. Hopefully something turns around for him, because I don't know how you don't have. I really don't know how you don't have Moose beat Omega.
Okay, that's going to go into something else that I'm going to ask later on when you get to the final match.
I have a question now, though.
Okay.
Like, Moose re-signs with you, and you reward him by losing at Slammiversary?
Yep.
What is that shit, man? How do you reward that loyalty?
Hold on. Here's the thing. Apparently, in his deal,
that's going to go on my question.
Here's the thing. Apparently, in his deal, they promised him like a better spot. They promised him like the world, like you're going to be in that spot going forward. So I'm hoping this leads to something better.
That better go with my question.
I'm going to talk about that when we get to Raw later on. That could happen with somebody else that had a fucked up loss on Raw, but we'll talk about that later. I know. There were two of them.
I think that might be one of the few times there was an overall consensus of groans and grunts.
Next up was the 4-way tag team title match. TJP got hurt before this match. Legitimate injury. He's out for a while. So Falaba, and it's unfortunate. TJP is awesome. Falaba came out and said, all right, Impact Wrestling Management asked me if I could find a replacement for TJP, and I said, no way, Jose. No way, Jose.
Brent decided to make a joke, and they said, you know what?
Actually,
not even.
They joked about it twice, 2 times.
That's bullshit. Wasn't it just literally like 2 weeks ago when I hit in the chat like, yo, I miss No Way Jose. I miss the way he used to get us. I literally said I miss No Way Jose, and this motherfucker comes shimmying down the Impact ramp.
And who does he have behind him, Kenny? Who does he have behind him? Swinger, Johnny Bravo, the Swingerellas. They're all there.
The Blizzards.
God damn it, ladies and gentlemen! If you haven't known by now, we are the biggest fucking Johnny Swinger fans ever. All right, god damn it, we are going to pay to get a Johnny Swinger cameo.
Bro, I went back and watched an old Impact or TNA pay-per-view from like, I don't know, let's just say like 2009. If Johnny Swinger comes walking out with his long ass hair and he's like a damn rocker or like cowboy asshole or something,
I seen that.
it was so terrible.
And it was
but
wonderful.
now we get the Johnny Swinger.
The Johnny Swinger is the greatest. The greatest.
Old Johnny Swinger, but this Johnny Swinger, he's got the goods.
Even a no way Swinger part. Dude, we all do. That's gotta be that been that's just rocking.
Dude.
The Good Brothers ended up winning this.
The Johnny Swinger, a Michael P.S. Hayes, and a No Way Jose mix all together party. Sign me the fuck up.
A lot of fanny packs in that party. A lot of fanny packs.
Fanny packs galore. Oh, is this Chavo? AEW was doing a lot today.
That's Chavo Guerrero. They got Chavo.
Yo.
I mean, they got an easy in with Vicky being there.
Right.
Bro.
What we saying earlier, Kenny? Grand Slam?
Yo, I think it's the Grand Slam right here. I think this might be the walk-off. If one more or something else, it might be a walk-off. Listen, AEW hit us with a couple. You know what, AEW? Bravo to you.
I think they smell blood in the water. I think they smell.
Have to.
Hey, Kenny,
they smell blood in the water, and they're going all in.
Yo, next season for fantasy is going to be a motherfucker. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Yeah, it is.
Me and Kenny found Kenny was already. He's already Andrade. I'll be Chavo. I'll be Chavo.
Oh, God. Listen to Chavo chant, that crowd is going nuts for Chavo. They're going nuts for Chavo.
As they should.
Matty Guerrero Jr. There we go.
The legend. Good Lord. Chavo rules.
This is going to AEW.
They're killing it.
I don't know what Chavo does for you, but it's cool to have him there.
Dude, Chavo's one of the greatest cruiserweights of all time. What do you mean you're doing Chavo?
What is he going to do?
What's he going to do? He's going to wrestle. Commercial.
He's going to wrestle.
First of all, Chavo
isn't he like 3 times older than Kenny?
Dude, Chavo was wrestling for Lucha Underground like 3 years ago.
Bitch.
He was an Impact Tag Champion.
Was that a slight to Kenny?
Bitch.
Like, even if he doesn't wrestle, manager Chavo is also really good.
Exactly.
I'm the first person I've seen get Bosley and still go bald. How that happen?
Look, I'm not knocking it. I'm excited that Chavo is here. I'm just saying, like, they don't even have to do They don't have to do anything with Chavo. They don't have to do anything with Chavo. It's just cool.
Death Triangle and Andrade and Chavo.
They're gonna do something if I'm claiming.
Wait a minute.
What is this? And Ray is back. Ray Phoenix is back. This is interesting, folks.
Jesus. All right, we need to get through this fucking show. All right, look. Good Brothers win the tag titles. It's fine.
That was the right move.
By the way, we also get a vignette of the Drama King coming to Impact.
Coming to New Japan, too.
And New Japan. Yeah, Aiden English is going to New Japan and Impact. So we'll see. I'm excited about that. I always like him. That'll be fun. Next up was the Knockouts Championship match. This is a twofer. So Deonna Purrazzo's challenger was a mystery, and we were all expecting Mickie James. Before the Matt Cardona thing, it was going to be Chelsea Green. Who was it? Not even on the fucking radar. Thunder Rosa.
A good fucking match.
It was a good match.
Good fucking match.
Woo!
Good fucking match.
Good ass match.
Good fucking match. I was praying Thunder Rosa won. Oh, so bad. The young motherfuckers would get negative. I was like, please don't let these motherfuckers get any points tonight. Please don't let them get any
Creative
points.
didn't do nothing for them. Shoot.
Thunder Rosa lost to the Queen's Gambit after I think 10 minutes. But man, what a 10 minutes!
Yeah, it was a great match. Ladies
Purrazzo,
and gentlemen,
ladies and gentlemen, go ahead.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know, we say this weekly and we say this all the time. Impact has the best women's division in professional wrestling right now. Mm-hmm. As far as you know, what I'm going to say this. I do not understand Japanese. I do not understand. I vaguely understand some Spanish. I do understand some Spanish. I'm not very, very fluent in it. So I do not know what their women's promotions and what their women's wrestlers are truly about that much. So I can't say that. But as far as here in the States and what I can see, Impact has the absolute best women's division right here, right now, hands down. On what I can, without a doubt, between their promos, between their in-ring.
No, it's not close.
I was about to say, Justin, what do you?
It's not close. I mean,
second,
it's not close.
Second, I will say I have been trying to watch here and there, and I've seen a couple of things. NWA.
There you go. Mm-hmm.
He's on board.
He's on board with NWA. Yeah.
Second, I will say has been NWA. I haven't subscribed where I can watch on a constant basis just yet, so I've seen some stuff here and there.
Camille though.
I like. I'm not gonna lie. I like it.
She's good. And honestly, the more she's talking more now, and like I didn't realize like how good she was going to be once they let her loose on the mic.
Oh yeah, that's been
like she's good.
Oh yeah.
She works the heel angle perfectly. Honestly, NWA has been my second favorite show for a while now. To Impact.
NWA has been, I mean, Power since when they first started off to now. They've had ups and downs, but damn, it's just
from what I've seen from so far from NWA, it's been pretty good. I'm looking forward to looking for more.
They do more with less than anybody else, and that means in talent and in time.
Yep,
they do more than anybody else with the time and talent that they have.
Agreed.
All right, let's get it. Let's get to the next match, Mongo.
So so after that match happened, we got another surprise. Mickey James.
Oh yeah, my favorite MILF.
Nick James comes down and invites
my favorite MILF. I'll keep it a buck with y'all, folks. Mickey James is one of my favorite MILFs that ever been in there, that haven't been in wrestling. Mickey James, girl, you know I love you, girl. We about the same age, still better play with me, girl. Better play, girl. Let me play this right here, girl.
Same age.
Like my boy Uncle Shannon Sharp say, "Whoa!"
She invites Deonna Purrazzo to Empower. Of course, Deonna's mad that she stole her moment, so she calls her a lot of mean names and then tells her to take a trash bag out of here. So Mickey kicks her face
hilarious.
off.
That was fucking hilarious.
And kicks her face off.
Mickey, I love you and all that, but Mickey, can we stop kicking people in the face with cowboy boots?
You don't care.
That's hardcore country.
Hardcore country, baby.
Like she been doing that shit since WWE. Like, stop kicking people in the face with cowboy boots.
Hardcore country.
Like that's not cool.
By the way,
that's not cool. I got kicked in the shin with a cowboy boot before, and I'm still feeling the pain. That was about 10 when that shit happened. So
shit, that's been about 50 years now.
She's gonna be an Impact. she's gonna be back on Impact tomorrow to apparently apologize to Deonna Purrazzo. We'll see how that goes.
Go Resolution.
Yeah. After that, we got the announcement for Bound for Glory, in which any company not named WWE is just gonna show up at, hang out, have a good time. Impact Wrestling is officially the neutral ground for all other wrestling promotions.
For everybody,
which is wonderful for him.
It is. That's actually a great thing to be a part of.
But here's the bullshit. Impact is a neutral ground. It's also the motherfucking one company that's up for grabs for anybody. You ain't got to be signed to them to be a fucking champion. That's the problem.
No, you don't. No, you don't. That's why I was worried. That's why I was worried about Thunder Rosa winning. I was like, I love Thunder Rosa, but I really hope she doesn't win this.
Well, I think the benefits for Impact, though,
is the exposure.
They're going to get hopefully they're going to get a ton of eyes because of this.
Well, I'll say they're going to get some eyes right now because their tag team champions just showed up on AEW.
I'm going to say this. I was watching the Twitter feed for Summerversary when it was happening, and there are a lot of people that said, I've not seen it, but I watched it because of Omega, because of the Good Brothers, and because I was hearing about stuff from New Japan and other stuff. I wanted to give it a watch. They liked Activision. They like Deonna Purrazzo. They like a lot of stuff about it. So hopefully the longer, and we've been complaining about this deal here and there, but man, they finally stepped up more with it.
Well, that's the thing.
That's what we've been wanting. We've been wanting for this deal to kick in the next gear for a long time.
You've got to go
now
all
that
in.
it is. Now that it is, this is what we wanted.
You have to go all in with it. You have to make that the centerpiece of the show for a little while. And the big thing with that, Greg, though, is that you come for all of the other promotions being there. But what I'm hoping is that they'll stay fans because of people like Moose, Deonna Purrazzo, Chris Bay, motherfucker, all of them. Like there are so many.
What you honestly have to do though is you have to honestly put your belt on your people. That's something that they have to do.
I think
they have to do. And
they do.
I also do think, I'm sorry to cut you off. I also do think that they, as I'm going to continuously say this, I still think they pulled the gun too quick on that world title versus world title match. The way things are going right now, I think now would have been the time to start the world title versus world title scenario. But on the other hand, okay, I'm sorry to cut you off.
I was going to say the same thing I'm saying. Yeah, I was going to say the thing with doing it really early though is it sets the precedence that anybody can win anytime, anywhere. It doesn't matter if you're from AEW, it doesn't matter if you're from New Japan, it doesn't matter wherever you're from. You can come to this show and you may be taking home the belt. If you have them lose the new people or the people from other brands, people aren't going to feel like, oh, I don't really have to tune into that because it's just going to be Impact's people going over every time.
You don't have to do it all the time. You don't have to do it all the time, but at some point you gotta like bring, especially your main belt. It's time for your main belt to come home. It really is. Which is going to bring me into something else I want to talk about. But when we get to that match, Margo, I'll talk about that. But I think with AEW, the one thing that they are truly benefiting from this, besides exposure, is the one thing that benefited from them pulling the trigger too early, as I say, is the people who they now have coming over. That's the one thing that I can say is the benefit of them pulling the trigger so early. Because they pulled the trigger so early, we got a surprise at the end of Slammiversary. So go ahead, Mongo. Keep talking. That's where I can get into that and ask my question.
All right. So the next match was Kenny Omega versus Sami Callihan for the Impact World Title in the no disqualification match. And man, if you think Kenny Omega only works one style of match,
you are absolutely incorrect.
Let me tell you how wrong you are. He did. I mean, he worked Sami Callihan's kind of match.
Right.
Time out.
And beat him.
Time out. Face mask, flag, offside, penalty, 15 yards. What is wrong with Bullet Club putting thumbtacks in people's mouths and hitting them in the fucking mouth? First, it was Young Bucks with the Too Sweet kicking people in the goddamn mouth with the thumbtacks. And then Kenny Omega takes a handful, not once, not twice, but thrice. Takes 3 handfuls, puts thumbtacks in goddamn Sami Callihan's mouth and hits him with a V trigger.
Yeah, it ain't cool. Here, there's one thing that happened. He puts his knee pad in the thumbtacks. The sharp parts would be going into his knee pad, right? What is he hitting Sammy with?
Nothing.
Okay, all right. Just want to make sure.
Okay. Yeah.
Throw that out there.
Yeah, nothing.
But anyways, yeah, this is a great match. Great match.
It was a good match.
Because I wanted us to win the fucking belt.
It was a good match. I should have, after the Good Brothers won, is when I said, "Damn it, we all picked wrong," because it wouldn't have made no sense for him to lose when the Good Brothers just won the tag belt.
Right. That was the one thing I was sitting there like, God damn it. I picked exactly.
I picked Good Brothers and Omega. I felt, because you're right, man. I felt like it was If one was going to win, the other was going to win. If one was going to lose, the other was going to lose.
So after the match, Kenny Omega puts Callahan into the tax with the one-winged angel after a little distraction from Don Callis. Same looked good here. Again, I want Callahan to win, but going forward, knowing what we know now, this was the best decision. Kenny Omega was confronted after the match by Jay White, Bullet Club leader, never openweight champion, New Japan Switchblade Jay White.
That's what goes into what I was going to say. As much as I want to say that they pulled the trigger, due to the fact that Omega being the champion, that's how you got Jay White over here, who is honestly the biggest non-Asian in New Japan right now.
The Gaijin.
You know what I mean? Exactly. So that is the one advantage of them pulling the trigger on the match being so soon. My biggest question is, you've had your two faces of the company, well, the two people who should be the main stars of the company, lose to Omega. Who the fuck takes the belt?
That's a good question.
Get, Mongo, don't give that dog no dick tonight.
Wrong dog.
I wonder if it's somebody in AEW that takes the belt.
And then that
brings it back.
It's a problem.
No, it's got to be an Impact person.
And then that becomes a problem.
I agree. I'm just saying.
You can't have a non-Impact person beat Kenny Omega for this belt. Kenny Omega has to lose this belt to an Impact wrestler.
Well, then I still think it could possibly be Moose. I mean, rebuild Moose. He got upset by Chris Sabin. They basically are going to rebuild him back up.
It could
Unless
be
they do Josh.
The prop could do. I don't know.
Option C, right?
He does have option C available.
Or Chris Bay.
The thing about Moose is we've already done the rebuilding process because that's what we did with EC3. That was the moment of like, this is the new Moose, a different Moose, a more like a determined Moose, and now it's he should already.
Oh God. That was a dangerous move.
So here's the part that I'm the only one that didn't like this. After the whole Jay White thing, Jay White gets in the ring. The Good Brothers, Don Callis and Omega kind of throw up too sweet, and he doesn't go for it. And then right before we figure out what's going to happen,
it cut off.
Somebody runs down the ring. Some person.
It was Fendrews.
It doesn't. That's not important. Somebody comes down the ring.
It's Fendrews, so they're not important.
It doesn't matter. Somebody runs down the ring, jeans, no shirt, and you can't even see who it is. It's so blurry.
Right.
They don't even say guys, we're out of town. We got to go, but we'll get you this on Thursday. None of that. It's just they cut it like they lost the feed. They cut it like this was a failure technically.
The director
didn't they go in and out for a second and then cut?
I liked it.
It did.
I'm gonna be honest with you, because that right there was the most smartest strategic move Impact has done since the signing, since this whole Forbidden Door thing has opened. That was the biggest cliffhanger they have had, which will guarantee viewers for their next show.
If it wasn't for the fact that they've had those technical difficulties so many times before,
that's what I put it on. I feel like it looked good, but in all actuality, it probably was just them. The director told them to cut too soon. They had a timing issue.
No. This was on purpose. This was what
was on purpose.
This was
legit. And then you know what? It was a shitty way to cut it, but the cliffhanger, it was the absolute way to go. It was a shitty way to cut it, but the cliffhanger is the absolute way to go with that, because it's definitely going to bring viewers for Thursday. Because guess what? Like I said, Jay White is the biggest non-Asian in New Japan, hands down. Once Kenny Omega pretty much made his
he was the new Omega.
He's the new Omega. He's the biggest non-Asian in New Japan.
No, no, not happening.
Keep talking shit like that. You won't get no damn team next year, Reggie.
Here's the thing. First off, it's because of Impact's history of technical problems. Is one thing. Secondly, a cliffhanger like that is great if the payoff is worth it. The payoff for this is that it's FinJuice, a team that nobody in this group, nobody in this podcast, in this chat,
gives a damn
really likes that much. So why are any of you okay with this ending if the payoff is FinJuice?
Here's the thing.
I was more excited when I thought it was literally anybody else.
I think, and
me too.
I had guessed correctly.
Here's the thing. I'm gonna be honest with you. The fact that we are hardcore fans and we snoop for news to find out things like that is the reason why you feel disappointed.
No, this is not a snoop.
Average.
This is not a snoop fan. That was on front page Twitter. That was not
here's the thing.
That is going on social media and
but let's be realistic. How many of those fans? How many casual fans actually have a Twitter and they go for wrestling pages?
Well, I just think
how many casual fans watch Slammiversary?
You'd be surprised.
But even if you're a casual fan,
for Slammiversary, casual fans, I don't know what's happening right now. I'll buy Slammiversary.
If I'm a casual,
that's such a small number.
Well, maybe I'm a casual fan who wanted to see if Daniel Bryan showed up, but all I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Twitter and then I'm going to find out it was FinJuice.
Well, here's the thing. Before you knew it was FinJuice,
I'm kicking you out. I'm kicking you out of the chat right now.
No, the hell you're not. No, the hell you're not. You're gonna leave her. You're gonna leave her. But here's the thing. Before we knew it was FinJuice, we were all excited for it, regardless of who it is.
No, it was not excited.
Not everybody is going to look on Twitter for leaks. Honestly.
It's not even about
and believe it or not, because honestly, a lot of people go on Twitter for porn. Let's keep it a buck. People go on Twitter for porn and watch their celebrities. See what the fuck their celebrities are tweeting about.
The only reason
I don't like where this is going.
The only reason I knew it was FinJuice is I was paying attention so closely. I said, "Oh, they look like David Finlay," but I was like, "Why would Finlay come out there?" So I typed in
Finlay is feuding with Jay White.
Yeah, that was I typed in Jay White versus David Finlay, and it was like, "Oh, they meet at this New Japan event for the never open weight titles." Oh, that's why. So I put two and two together. I said, "Oh, so he ran out there to confront the guy that he's fighting in a few weeks." So they're basically using Impact to further the storyline that they can't do in New Japan.
Pretty much.
I love the ending.
Justin, are you frozen? Oh
huh?
No. He's there.
Justin looked frozen for a second. I'm sitting here like, is my camera frozen? Because this motherfucker sitting there like,
this is.
I'm watching.
Made fun of.
I'm watching AEW, so like,
where's your fucking beard?
Oh, it's gone.
He's
Otis.
No, bring that back. You can't come on here without.
He's now Otis. He's new Otis.
Oh, that's right.
I
like it.
Being
I like
a company,
I hate it.
I've been a fan of Impact for years, and a lot of things you got to hear when you're an Impact fan is, oh, their production shit. They always have problems on pay-per-view. The stuff always cuts off. They lose lights, stuff like that.
No, I know a company that did have a problem on a fucking pay-per-view and they wouldn't have one if they'd have stayed with their original fucking pay-per-view situation. But we'll talk about that shit. No, fucking WWE, fucking Peacock bullshit.
I know. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it.
And motherfuckers in India who got regular network sort of fucking shit regular while we were shut down for a fucking minute.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. All they needed to do to fix this. All I'm asking is that when
That shit pissed
Jay
me off.
White,
I'm sorry, because I looked on 4 different fucking devices
we'll get
to make
we'll
sure
get
it
it
wasn't
there.
my fucking internet.
We'll get
and
to
it was
it. We'll
these
get to it.
motherfuckers.
We'll get to it. All that I needed them to do was while Jay White was in that ring, and they're about to do that, you see, you hear the commentary team go, we're out of time, we gotta go. We'll see you Thursday. And then right when they say that, someone runs down the ramp. That's fine. But the fact that we didn't do that, and it was like, oh, we got more time, and then it cuts as if they had a production issue when they've had production issues for they've been having production issues since the last pay-per-view when they had problems on Fight, when they have problems on Impact Plus. They've been having problems nonstop. So to do that just
Oh,
makes
wait a minute. Do y'all see what is coming up next week?
Yeah. He's on.
No, did y'all see that?
Yeah.
The winner of the Mox versus fucking Lance Archer match versus Kill Hill for the IWGP title.
I might actually be at that show next week. It's in North Carolina. I might actually be going to this. So we'll see.
The Painmaker.
I understand what you're saying, Mongo, but I think for that particular sequence, that makes sense.
It doesn't make sense.
It makes
Cutting
sense.
like that,
It builds suspense.
It doesn't build suspense when you've had multiple shows in the past few years.
No one knows that but the hardcore Impact fans. The New Japan, the New Japan, the ROH, the NWA fans, they don't know that shit. So now this is going to make them fucking watch Thursday. It's motherfuckers like me and you who know that shit, and they're the only people that's complaining.
Those fans are the same fans that were shitting on. Those are the same kind of fans. Those are the same kind of fans.
Supposed to be God now?
Hold on, guys. Tony Khan is announcing. Tony Khan is announcing a new live event.
It's all in, all out, all sideways.
Do we think that's where Daniel Bryan debuts?
It's September 22nd, is what Mongo said.
If it's September 22nd, then yes.
Okay.
Well, anyway,
we should take it out of the board.
No.
We should take it out of the board.
No. Look,
take it out of the board. Yeah.
All of those fans. No. Ring of Honor, New Japan, WWE, AEW have all been shitting on Impact and their fans for years. And one of the reasons they did it was because of those problems. So if they tuned in and were like, we're going to give the show a shot. We're going to check it out. And it ends like that. All that makes them think is same
Nothing's
problems
changed.
as before. It's all Impact all the time.
No.
Yes, because that was all it was. That's all social media was.
No, social media was mad about Impact being shot with a fucking VHS camcorder. That's what the fuck they was mad about back in the day. It was fucking shot with a VHS. It was shot with a VHS camcorder on a goddamn Dell 84 computer. That's what the fuck they were mad about. All right. Now listen, plain and simple, New Japan fans, ROH fans, especially people who have not watched Impact in God knows how long, or who have not watched Impact at all, who have just tuned in because they knew about this thing. You know how many AEW fans actually don't know anything about Impact and have only watched Impact because of what's been going on with Kenny Omega? Because there's hardcore AEW fans? Bro, this was a fucking cliffhanger. How
many of those AEW fans are hardcore wrestling fans?
How many of those AEW fans live in their mama's basement? That's an irrelevant question.
AEW is the land of hardcore wrestling fans, correct? Correct? Yes or no?
Yeah. Okay.
So they would know all this stuff. They would know the inside jokes. They would know all that shit. So if they go watch an Impact show,
you're absolutely wrong. Actually, you're absolutely wrong.
AEW fans. Now that I bring that up, I'm wrong.
No, you know why? Because I just thought about it. AEW fans are 100% marked against WWE. That's all they are. Half of them don't know shit about any other fucking promotion as long as it's anti-WWE, and you have people saying, I hated my time there. People are jumping on the fucking bandwagon.
But at the same time, with them doing that, they can't be overly excited if it's somebody showing up from WWE. If they don't watch WWE, why are you so excited about them saying they hated their time there? You should even know who they are. You should be like, who are you? Like Miro, you should be like, what the hell is a Miro? You shouldn't be. You can't say, oh, I liked you as Rusev. You don't know who you didn't watch me as Rusev.
And you know what?
You two are nuts.
Fuck what the
Mike,
fans
you two are
think.
crazy.
Who cares what the fans think? The way they executed that, in my opinion, that shit has me hooked for tomorrow.
I feel like this was
you were saying that as an Impact fan. If you were not an Impact fan, if you're not an Impact fan and you
Mike,
see that, you are not.
We were already hooked. Like we were already going to watch it.
I disagree. Because if I was to show someone who didn't watch Impact and they enjoyed the show and then they seen that abrupt ending, I bet you they'll be like, I wonder what the fuck's going to happen Thursday.
You and Kenny are
Exactly.
literally the only two people I have known, met, or seen say they like that ending. You're the only.
You only know us right here.
I'll say
seriously, like it's.
I see where both sides are coming from. I agree. Like I can see where Mike and Kenny are coming from, saying, "Yeah, that hooks me in." I see where Justin is saying we were going to watch anyway, so they didn't need to hook us in. We were going to watch anyway.
But the people who, but here's the thing: the ones who are serious, they're the same way there are fans who only watch WWE.
That's tough.
Damn it, Bobby.
Kenny's old.
God damn it, Bobby.
Listen. The same way there are fans who only watch WWE, there are fans who only watch AEW. There are fans who only watch NWA. There are fans who only watch ROH. There are fans who only watch Impact. Those fans at Slammiversary, the ones who only watch AEW, they had a reason to watch Slammiversary Impact now. Can you imagine?
There's us who watch
the ones who watch ROH, they had a reason. Chelsea Green. Guess what? Just those two, the ones who watch NWA, they had a reason. Mickey James. The people who never watched this promotion before now looked at this promotion tonight and was like, okay, this was a really good fucking show. Even if it was a production thing, you are still going to tune in Thursday to find out what their excuse is going to be for their production shit.
Well, this is what I think is going to end up happening because
if you're going to tune in, whether
they're
for
going
the cliffhanger or find out, yo, did these niggas really fuck up? Like, are they going to address this shit? You're going to tune in.
I'm somehow in the middle.
So hold on. So if you never watched before, you've never watched Impact before, but you see this, you see that your favorite stars are going to be on there. All right, I'll buy the show. So before they can say, all right, catch us here Thursday, we'll follow this up. They don't do that. They just cut. The people that have never seen it before, how do they know where to go?
If they've never seen it before, then they knew where to go because they bought the fucking they found a way because they bought the goddamn pay-per-view, didn't they?
And they can Google.
If you can find a way to get to the pay-per-view, you can find a way to get to the fucking weekly
if I'm gonna Google that, I'm gonna stumble across the fact that it was.
You're gonna know the rest. You'll know everything else. Yes, you will.
Like I said, you're gonna tune in for one or two reasons. We gotta move on. We gotta move on.
I'll say this.
They fucking address that goddamn production issue.
We gotta move on. We gotta move on.
Oh, now we gotta move on because making a fucking point. Now we gotta move on. That's why you fucking lost.
Greg, all that's gonna happen is watch tomorrow night. Watch tomorrow night. They're gonna be like, "Here's the missing footage from Sunday,"
and it's gonna be Finn juice, and it's gonna be stupid.
Right.
That's where I'm at. Like, I'll say this, and I'll leave it to be. I agree with Mike and Kenny on one thing. I liked the ending, but what I hate is I know it's Finn juice and it's terrible.
Like,
so I hate
Finn juice.
Whose fault is it that you know it's Finn juice? Yours
but it's
or the
all.
company?
But regardless, like, it's just a terrible ending.
At that point, hold on.
Is it?
So you're asking
the fucking question, you bald bastard.
So you're asking Justin to stay. You're asking Justin to stay off of Twitter. You're asking him to stay off of social media.
Is it your fault for going on social media?
Even Kenny, even if I tune in on Thursday and I find out it's Finn Juice, I'm still gonna be pissed. It doesn't matter when I find out.
But guess what? You're gonna be pissed after you tuned into the fucking show to give them their rating.
And then you're
but I might not ever watch again.
If you don't like it, you might turn it off.
You might not. But guess what?
Might not ever watch again.
You boosted their fucking rating for that show though.
The first hour.
It doesn't matter when I find out.
Tremendously. Does that matter?
You never know. You might be disappointed that it's fucking Finn, but you might watch the rest of the show and be like, this shit ain't half bad.
Could be.
Like I have done.
Tune in. I'm gonna be
like
pissed.
we all have fucking done.
We got to move on to Money in the Bank.
I'm not watching Impact tomorrow. Just
Money in the
Bank.
Jay White showed
on
up.
Money in the Bank when me and Mike finally won our fucking belts back.
I'll say this. You two are fucking wrong, but anyway, Money in the Bank.
Whoa. You know what? I'll be wrong. I gotta make that.
That's fine.
That was weak.
I ain't fucking wrong.
So Money in the Bank happened. They had some serious issues streaming it. If you watch it on Peacock,
Not me.
I think it was like two of the matches you could barely even watch. It
I'll
was
tell
choppy.
you exactly what two matches they were. A fucking important ass fucking match. The men's Money in the fucking Bank match.
And y'all missed a great segment of Shinsuke Nakamura, Boogs, and Riddle singing Randy Orton's theme.
Missed that too.
Y'all missed that whole segment.
You know what?
Like,
I have a confession. Mongo, Kenny, I get it now.
Yeah, Boogs is awesome.
You get Boogs? Boogs?
Yes.
Boogs rules. Boogs rules.
You get it.
Boogs is the best.
Is Boogs that weirdo dude with the guitar?
Yeah.
Yes.
Boogs is great. And if you don't like him yet, you will like him soon. Because everyone should love Boogs.
I get it.
It's the fucking energy. It's
I thought
really
Archer was bleeding. That's his damn dread.
No, that's blood.
Really,
Oh, he bleeding?
Yeah, he's busting wide.
Oh.
Let's be honest. Somebody bleeds on this show every week.
Every week.
It's not even.
Well, no wonder his hair already the color. He just blended in.
It's not even a shock anymore about blood.
I thought he was bleeding. No, I thought he was like bleeding because it was his dread. I was like, damn, he's leaking.
He is bleeding.
Yeah, he is.
Now he's bleeding.
So he got a fork.
Yeah, he got a fork.
Did he just lick that shit?
That man's out here like 2 Chainz. Hit him with the fork.
Thank you.
Hit him with the fork.
Hit him with the fork. Thank you. Somebody got it.
I'm not gonna kick you out, but fuck you.
Hey. Just because your dog suck dick.
What? Money in the Bank. Money in the Bank. First match we had was on the pre-show. We had the Usos versus the defending SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the Mysterios.
And the Usos won.
And the Usos won.
Great match.
I hope they didn't go out and drink.
Great match. And the pop that the Mysterios got was absolutely bananas.
The Mysterios, as much as I hate Bray, that entrance they had was hot.
Listen,
did you
that little
hear the
Aztec
boos
warrior?
for Jimmy?
Oh, yes.
The boos for Jimmy were strong.
Since day one is he been drunk since.
But you know what? They're a fucking heel team. Fuck it.
That's true. That's true. That is true.
They're a heel team right now, so take it.
Uso said you can't forget about them. Like New Day might be the greatest tag team, but yo, don't forget about them. They trying to get back in that conversation.
That's a good point.
The way I heard that crowd go off for the Mysterios, I went right in the NWO chat and was like, "Oh shit, we got a problem."
And I said,
they might have switched this shit on the fly. Did you hear that fucking pop? soon as you hear that fucking pop, oh shit.
And then the Usos won.
Usos won. It was a really good match though. That was a really great tag match.
Really,
Ray. Man did well.
Then after that, we went to
the women's Money in the Bank ladder match.
We went to the women's Money in the Bank to open the show.
Nikki Ash, Alexa Bliss, Asuka, Liv Morgan, Naomi, Natalya, Tamina, and Zelina Vega. Now let me say this: I thought they were saying it as Nikki Ash, but on Monday Night Raw they say it's Nikki ASH.
Yeah, I thought it was Nikki Ash too.
Why?
Nikki,
that sounds terrible.
Superhero.
Yeah, but just say Ash. Just say Ash. Nikki ASH sounds ridiculous.
Nikki ASH sounds like you about to say Nikki ASS.
Yeah.
When you say Nikki Ash, it sounds like you saying Nikki Ass.
Can we not just call Nikki Cross?
That's the problem.
Can we not just say Nikki
I want
Cross?
to just be Nikki with the fucking superhero girl. You don't need to change your name.
Let's say Nikki Cross. But anyway,
Nikki.
Speaking of Nikki, so everybody else was on 3 ladders fighting each other, and Nikki Cross climbs up the ladders. They ignore her, and she gets the briefcase.
They did.
Except for Alexa Bliss. Alexa is buried under 36 ladders.
Alexa Bliss is dead. You're right. It's okay. But it's okay because she came back.
Oh my God, Mongo found a
Why
girl.
did you buy that?
Why?
Mongo has a girlfriend, ladies and gentlemen. Jesus. This is the way we find out.
And she got 12 teeth.
Man, I'm so excited for you, man.
I'm so excited for you.
Never mind. You know what?
That ending was funny to me because
I hope there's no extra holes in Lily.
There's not.
There will be soon.
Oh God, that ending was hilarious to me because that is really a common sense approach. Like if you've never watched wrestling, you'd probably be like, "Why are they all fighting?" If it was me, I'd just climb up there. Hey, get that thing off the screen.
That creepy ass shit off my fucking screen.
How much did that thing cost? $40?
I didn't buy it.
Oh, cool. Somebody else wasted their money.
Yeah,
right.
That's cool. Mongo
But that ending was
shit to clear.
That ending was
Who got you that manga?
Someone sent it to me.
Mm.
But anyway,
it was a common sense ending.
This is how
Nikki
we find
climbing
out
up.
Mongo.
Somebody buying Mongo gifts?
Nikki climbing up and winning it is
smart.
It's the most common sense approach. It's like
it made sense.
If you've never watched wrestling and you're just sitting there like, why are they all up there fighting? If it was me, I'd just climb up while they're distracted and take the belt. That's literally she just did that.
It's weird because like it's another point where Nikki looks like she just got lucky.
Mm-hmm.
Because every win she's had is her being lucky, but at the same time, it made sense. But it's still
Mongo. They've been building that up for 2 months.
That she's lucky.
For 2 months, like 2
by being lucky, and I know
right, and that's fine. Like
it's fine up to a point.
That's why I said on the thread, I said we all picked. No one named Nikki. None of us picked Nikki.
It's the same thing as Otis a year ago.
We just assumed that
it's a little different.
I picked and I fucking switched.
I picked Nikki.
Yes,
Nikki's actually what wanted for me.
But yeah, but I mean, like it still felt like a joke though. Like
it's like a joke. And it is a joke, but the difference is they decided to make it serious.
Because it just seemed like, y'all are giving her all these wins to build her up to be considered to be taken seriously for this match, and then you're gonna let someone else win.
Oh my God!
And like Mongo said,
oh Jesus Christ!
Y'all ahead of me,
right?
They putting he about to use those 2 chairs.
Yeah, y'all are ahead of me.
You'll see.
Oh no, he bet not. He bet not. No. Oh no, even worse.
What's
he doing?
How is he walking?
Why is he doing this? Dick Kick City or Punch City.
Yeah, he went punch. Okay, so what is he? Oh nah.
Fuck.
Yeah,
What are we doing here?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Okay. Oh God.
Yeah, there it is.
There it is. All right, everybody caught up now.
All right, cool. Anyway,
He should have did the Devon
He broke
seizure.
his back.
That's what he should have did. He should have did the Devon seizure.
How's
Hey,
everybody's smile feeling right now after watching that?
Bro, I'm just sitting here thinking about Mike Tyson talking about his spinal.
I
my
broke
back
my back.
is broke.
I broke my back.
Final.
His spinal.
So Nikki wins the ladder match. Next up is AJ and Omos against the Viking Raiders. Fine.
I didn't. Nobody, and it sucked for them, but they were in a terrible spot. They were doomed to begin with.
They're in a terrible spot of just.
You're after the ladder match. It's a ladder match, regardless, men or women. It's a ladder match.
It's tough to follow. It is. It's tough to follow.
I just think that they telegraphed that the Vikings weren't winning for a while now.
Right.
After that, we had
This from?
Bobby
Where
Lashley
Lashley gets this shit from?
murdered Kofi Kingston for 7 minutes.
That
That was the
Perfect.
slowest death I've
Perfect.
ever seen in my life.
that was as I
absolutely
said.
perfect.
He stabbing
As
him
I
with a
said in the
fork.
thread, I said that was the greatest.
Oh my goodness gracious!
One-sided.
Oh my
Oh my
Right.
god!
The greatest one-sided title defense,
Yeah,
world
I love
title
it.
defense ever.
I know everyone likes Kofi and wants Kofi Mania 2 to happen. That was fantastic. That was
Just to feed him to Goldberg.
That man said,
Yeah, exactly. Like Goldberg would have speared him anyway. Like, let's have Lashley dominate, and then he can go. beat
Anybody
Goldberg
see
or
what the
something.
hell just happened to Moxley?
Oh yeah. But I'm gonna let them catch up. I'm gonna let them catch up.
Fucking Dominator. That shit.
man, he
no,
brought back
no.
the Dominator.
I love the Dominator. I love
wait,
it.
wait.
That is a good ass move.
Wait, you ain't saying nothing yet. Wait, you'll say.
Oh, he about to do the paradigm shift.
Put the fucking fork down.
Why is this fork still around?
Now that is surprising.
It's like he got it out of
That
his
is a
kids'
good
like
move.
little.
What do you think,
Full
Kenny?
bowl.
You like it?
I like it. I like
it too. I like it too. I like it a
and
lot.
I like it too. And I like it too because you know why.
He
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
win.
Oh yeah.
Archer about to win.
Oh baby! Oh baby!
Okay, here we go.
Let's get it, folks. I can't wait till y'all motherfuckers catch up.
He just threw him through them tables and the barbed wire and there's
Archer
a lot of
finally
blood.
broke through.
Finally. God damn.
Oh yeah.
Fucking murder.
There's so much blood.
I like
Goodness
it though.
Gracious. This is.
I
a
like it for
big-ass
this match.
moment.
That's a tall motherfucker. Good God, he's
For this
huge.
death match, for it to be a death match, I like that. I like that blood.
I have never seen a Samoan wrestler that tall.
That
Good
is
God.
necessary. All that
Good
blood is
God.
necessary for that.
Ooh! They did a close up on Mox, and I saw the wire literally stuck to his
Yeah.
shoulder.
Yep.
There you go, Mike. There you go,
Yeah,
Mike.
there it is. Yep.
Yeah.
You saw it.
There's the
Yep.
reaction. That's the
There it
reaction
is.
we was waiting on.
So yeah, that happened.
So
is this?
AEW, that is Tonga and them's little brother.
Yeah.
That's the
Oh.
little brother from God.
Oh.
Yes!
God's
That's a
coming.
big dude.
That is
God's
Tama
coming.
and Tonga's little brother.
Bro, he makes Lance Archer look small.
Yes,
Oh
he's a
my
big
God.
dude.
6'10".
He's a
He's
big
6'10".
motherfucker.
I ain't saying shit. You Haku is
6'10".
your daddy. I'm cool.
Haku, that is another one of Haku's chillings.
The fork, yes, the fork.
Had to hit him with the
hit a
ball.
fork.
Oh.
Two chains.
Anyway.
Yep.
Hit him with the ball.
AEW knocked it out of the park this week, folks.
Listen,
That was a good show.
Great show. A lot of news for them.
Right
Good
now,
God.
AEW is batting 1,000 for Wednesday for right this second. For today, they have batted 1,000 for today. They have
That
not
says a
missed
lot
on
coming from
anything.
Kenny.
They've been doing a good job they've been doing a great job since the fans came back.
Like
They've been,
a month
they've
ago,
been in
Kenny hated AEW.
A month ago, it wasn't that great.
they need fans.
I legit
They need
said,
fans
I said we're gonna
desperately.
keep. I legit said we're gonna keep our show on Wednesday until AEW gives me a reason to say we're gonna switch it. If AEW is going the route that it's going with all these signings that we just heard about and what tonight and honestly last week has looked like, we might be moving the show to Tuesday.
NXT's been the worst of the best shows.
Yeah.
I mean,
They're just been mailing
if y'all
it
do
in.
that, y'all be without a producer. You have to do something else
Right.
because someone has to cover that show. But anyway,
No, you don't.
we
might move the shit to Monday. That's the worst of the worst.
fuck it. We can do it Monday. Oh, yeah.
Monday is the worst.
Monday is the
For
Next up was Charlotte Flair and Rhea Ripley, which was their best match.
that was a good ass. That match
was
started
a
out
great
so
match.
garbage. That match started out so boring.
That
But
might be
it
the
really
best
did.
match they've had.
As soon as it's like they could hear the groans, they could hear us complaining on the thread. As
They
soon
heard
as
the Becky
we said it,
they heard the Becky chant.
she flipped that ending when she fucked her leg up and then she put her in that figure eight. I was like, just
Charlotte
tap.
damn near bent herself into a U for that goddamn figure eight, yo. I was like,
I will give
well,
that
she
as
gonna
probably
stand up. What the fuck?
that was probably the best out of Charlotte's title wins. That was probably one of her best title wins to me.
Yeah. And you know me, like as a Rhea fan, you know I didn't want to see her lose it, but damn,
Like
what a way to lose it!
She
What a way
had
to
no
lose
damn
it!
choice. Lose your leg and keep your belt, or tap.
And look,
Wait. I do have one thing to say. Charlotte, please stop trying to do that almost kick, spin back elbow move.
Oh, you can't
Stop
Stop doing that and his little backflip off the rope, off the top rope.
She's gonna break her knees doing that shit.
But the back elbow thing, she's gonna injure somebody because she can't land the elbow. That's the problem, and she's gonna really injure somebody.
Right.
But yeah, it was they turned the crowd from "We want Becky" to "This is awesome."
See, that's
Very impressive.
It really did.
The only thing
Very
that happened to me, everybody was having Peacock issues, but I figured out they did it on purpose. They heard the Becky chants and she flipped the crowd off. They tried to bleep it out. They tried to blur it out, edit it out. Live action.
Oh yeah.
They had the camera go down for a couple seconds. They fucked it up.
But they came back and she still had the fingers.
Right. See, they didn't do it long enough.
But yeah, that was really great. Really great. Second best women's match of the weekend. I still think Thunder and Peraza were better, but it was damn good. Next up was the men's Money in the Bank ladder match, and holy shit, boys, Big E is the
Big
money
E won
in,
after
Mr. Money
I
in the Bank.
fucking had to. I went to another website to get it for free. WWE. That's right. I bootlegged your shit because your Peacock wasn't working. I bootlegged that shit, and then when I bootlegged the shit, and then my bootleg site started messing up, and then Peacock started working again.
Big E helped me regain my title, baby.
It's such that we missed. If you watch Peacock, you missed most of this match, like me.
I did.
But the last few minutes, like
Screw Peacock.
Riddle Peacock sucks. It's the worst. It is.
And
I've
then
never
to find
seen
out that the network didn't have any fucking
any problems.
The
you know what else is
network didn't
you know what
have
else sucks?
any fucking issues.
If you have a VPN before, if you had a VPN, you could go get the network and it would work in the States. But now the network asks you to not use a VPN before you can use it. So they made sure that if you're in the US, you cannot use the network. You will never be able to use the network again.
That is terrible.
Like Peacock is the worst. And it's like, no, you're gonna use it. It's gonna suck and you're gonna have to deal with it.
I ain't
And then
using
the bullshit is there's nothing else on Peacock.
No. Peacock has
I don't want to watch fucking Friends all fucking day. That's all they fucking advertise.
We got Friends. We got The Office. Office is on Comedy Central and TBS every day. I don't need to.
I can go to fucking Hulu for The Office.
Like
Okay,
nothing.
like you
Nothing
said,
they
Comedy
have.
Central. Every fucking day The Office is on. Like, come on. Friends in the fucking Office.
It's the worst.
Oh, and you got every episode of The Fresh Prince. Bitch, so does VH1. They play it every morning from fucking 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Every fucking day, Fresh Prince comes on from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m.
Buy that shit on DVD and watch it.
Not everything needs its own streaming service. This is where I'm like, it's too much. We have too many. When it was just Netflix and Hulu, that was fine. But now there's one for every channel.
There's Paramount Plus. There's Discovery Plus. there's about to be a seat. Yesterday or a couple days ago, earlier this week, they announced CNN Plus.
Who the fuck is going
to How much news do you fucking need? How much news does someone need?
Fox has their own network. Fox has their own app. Like Fox News has their own. Well,
that's sort of what's coming.
Special pro Republican American stuff. Like it's. I saw someone. Let's
get to the pay-per-view.
All right. Anyway, Big E wins Money in the Bank.
But Mike, you see now why Boogs is the shit.
Yeah, Boogs rules.
You know what? It's not like I never disliked Boogs. I was just like, he's cool, but But last Sunday night, the first thing that popped in my head is, man, he's going to get over quick, fast, and in a fucking hurry. He's going
to get
over in a fucking hurry.
He got over with 2 matches. He only had 2 matches on television on fucking NXT. Only 2. And
he was over from day one. The first match.
The very first match, the full crowd was like, yes.
Like what was it? I think it was Drew Gulak.
Yes.
It was Drew Gulak, and like he came out and he did his little air guitar shit, and the fans were like, yeah, this guy. This guy right here.
Now. He want it now.
I mean,
he want it now.
I mean, everything he did, they were like, yes, Boogs, yes. He fucking like air guitar strummed. Gulak
the middle
stretch. It's like,
dude,
They had him do an encore of his entrance because the fans loved it so much. Like it was.
I was hooked.
Yeah, and then he was off TV for 2 years.
Right.
Whatever. But there was a spot in this match where Riddle knocked Ricochet off the ladder and he landed on the ropes, flipped into a plancha onto the ground, which was cool. But then Sin Cara Hunico posted a tweet of him doing the same shit 7 years ago, and I was like, "Oh, he's gonna kill Ricochet." Oh God,
he's about to get knocked the fuck out.
Knock his ass.
Ricochet is about to get knocked the fuck out. Good Lord.
Can I get that 2-piece? Good God. Oh shit! Never piss off Hunico.
No.
But yeah, Big E's Mr. Money in the Bank. Big E is Mr. Money in the Bank. I always wanted it to either be him or Riddle. I'm glad it's Big E. Holy shit!
I'd love to call back to him versus Seth in NXT for the NXT title with him ending. Giving him Seth that big ending. Mm-hmm. I love Seth after the match, kind of just being in that daze. Like I shouldn't. He said I had no business being in the Money in the Bank match. I should have been facing Roman. It's Edge's fault.
Mm-hmm. And that's what led to the main event: Roman Reigns versus Edge. It was a 30-minute match. But man, you know what? Good ass match.
It didn't feel like 30
ass
minutes.
match.
That was a great way for them to bring back ending going on 11 o'clock. Because when that match started, I was like, "Oh, we're back on normal time again."
Right. This is probably Edge's best match since he's come back.
He didn't get injured.
Probably Edge's best match since him, the Dudleys, and fighting for the belt in the ladder match.
I'm not gonna say that. He had some good.
No, I will.
That's fine. You and your Edge hate. It's okay. But
it's not Edge. You know what? Yes. Fuck it.
It's fine. It's all right. But yeah, no, him and Roman, they tore it down. They killed it. It was fantastic. It was a great main event. Edge lost because when the ref was knocked out, Seth Rollins comes in, attacks him,
and beats the fuck out of him. That's pretty much what he does.
And then Roman goes for a spear, and Edge spears him out of the spear.
Yeah, how does that happen?
I was like, what the fuck? Did you? I guess it's old Western fucking draw. He just drew quicker. He got shorted down like half a second quicker and got it. I don't know, but then he didn't get the win, and Roman gets his spear. 1, 2, 3, over. After the match, Seth and Edge fight to the back, and Roman says, "You can now all finally acknowledge me," and then.
Your time is up. My time is now.
Ma'am, do you support your military? Well, this former Marine needs your help.
My dude came out there and said,
Ladies
"Too
and gentlemen,
sweet."
you know who came back? Ladies and gentlemen? Haven't done this in a while. John Cena! Has come back. There it is.
There it is. Yeah, Cena's back. We're getting Cena Reigns at SummerSlam. Fuck yes, let's do it.
And I get to see John Cena this Sunday.
Points.
So yeah, it's gonna be good. Overall, a really great weekend of wrestling, man. A really great weekend.
You know what? I'm not
And then
gonna
Monday
even
happened.
lie. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna give
Monday happened.
It did Monday happen.
guys. I'm giving Money in the Bank a A.
That's what I
Yeah,
gave
me
it.
too. I give it a.
It was a good
Giving
way.
it
I
a
mean,
A.
we kept hearing rumors that John Cena was coming back. We didn't know if it was like he's coming back. Okay, well, how are they going to introduce him? And boom, there he is.
That was a great pay-per-view.
Yeah, day. It's one of the best shows of the year.
I'm actually giving them both the same grade. I have never given WWE the same grade I have given an Impact pay-per-view.
I'm going to give Impact an A+ because there were some surprises I just didn't fucking see coming. I did not see Jay White coming.
I'll go A for Impact, B+ for Money in the Bank.
I mean,
Because of Peacock. Because of Peacock.
I don't want to hold Peacock because it's like
I
that's
do.
I'm not gonna
I do
hold-
because they took away our network, Greg. They
You're
took
right.
away our network, and that they
You know
are to
what?
blame
You're
for that.
absolutely
You know what?
fucking
You know what? You're right.
Justin.
You
You're
know what?
absolutely
Fuck
fucking
it.
right. A B+.
B.
You're absolutely fucking
B.
right.
I think I got a whole letter. B.
Right. You know what? You're absolutely fucking right.
I didn't have.
You're absolutely right.
That's because you're a thief.
I pay for mine. Mine didn't fall out.
So the next night on Raw, we had a little follow-up for Money in the Bank. Of course, Nikki Ash cast in. She is now your new Raw Women's Champion.
Nikki
So
Ash.
here's the thing about this.
Charlotte
If the
got her
whole,
title range changed.
if the whole that too, Nick, the NXT championships don't
Are
count
not
anymore.
world titles.
They're also counting the tag titles. Just this issue's a 14-time champion. So now she's an 11-time champion. That was part of the apparently Vince's piss at NXT. We'll get into more of that very soon. But Nikki Ash, the thing about Nikki Ash winning that belt now is she has not had a credible one. So it's a non-credible champion. How long does she hold the belt?
I feel like she's going to hold the belt.
Does she lose at
She's
Charlotte
going to
SummerSlam?
No. She's going to win on the pay-per-view.
Okay.
I think she's gonna go into SummerSlam as a champion, and she's probably going to win. I think she will lose September at the September pay-per-view.
I was about to say the pay-per-view after SummerSlam is when she loses.
To
And
a
she doesn't
returning-
just lose, she gets beat up.
To a returning Becky Lynch.
No, stop SmackDown. I mean DX booking.
Another thing that pissed off NXT fans, rightfully so. Karrion Kross debuted at Raw with no Scarlett. His entrance was severely hindered. There was no smoke.
I was more disappointed in the lack of Scarlett.
It was just he showed up on the ramp
too.
and then walked down. It was the most basic Karrion Kross entrance we've had since he debuted in NXT. Right.
And then he looked crazy because there's no smoke and him just standing in the ring.
And then Jeff Hardy got no more words back. And we're like, oh, shit, no more words back. That's pretty cool. And then Jeff Hardy beat Karrion Kross in a minute and 15
Karrion Kross
seconds.
said no more. Jeff Hardy said no more wins for you, Karrion. How about that?
Karrion Kross lost. He's been undefeated for over a year. And he loses his first match to Jeff Hardy, who is 6-30 in his last 36 matches.
Hindsight 2020, Greg.
Hindsight.
Look, hold up. Hindsight 2020. We should have known that Cross was losing when Corey was like, "Damn, Jeff Hardy sure does have a pep in his step tonight."
No,
that was it.
That means I should go drive to Corey Graves' house and kick him in the nuts. That's what that means. There is no reason.
I wanted to say there was a reason.
Should have lost this fucking match.
Let me make
I
that
know
very
what you're
clear.
saying. I know what you're saying. What I'm saying is I don't care.
Absolutely
Here's the
not.
thing.
They should have never let it happen. But we should have known when they come up with that fuckery that they were so excited about
It
his
looks
damn
different
theme
tonight.
song.
No More Words is back.
Here's the
That's
thing.
what- that's what
He looks like
confused me.
2009 Jeff Hardy. It's
That's
over.
what confused me about everything. You hyped up him saying bringing back No More Words. Like, okay, No More Words is back. So I'm like, oh, he's gonna get a squash match with No More Words, so he can win.
And then
Karrion Kross is gonna get a squash match. Nope, we're gonna combine them, and then have Jeff Hardy cheat to
Cheat
beat
to win.
Karrion Kross.
Here's the thing.
Cheat
Here's
to
the
give
thing.
Kross his first loss.
The
And
biggest issue
and
I
bear
have.
over a minute.
The biggest issue I have with Karrion Kross losing, besides the fact that he shouldn't be losing to Jeff Hardy in this day and age, is if you're not going to count the NXT Championship anymore, don't have that man come out wearing the fucking belt.
Yep.
Right now,
Well, yeah,
you
that's where they
now-
screwed up at.
right
They
now,
screwed
by
up the
having
champions.
him lose, you're pretty much saying, "Fuck you, NXT. Y'all mean nothing."
It
We can
makes no
have your
sense.
champion. We can have your champion lose to a guy that we had just losing for 2 months straight.
It made no sense on like we saw him lose on Monday. The way he lost to a wily veteran in Jeff Hardy, even though I can't believe Jeff Hardy is old now. But yeah, he is. You lose to a veteran in
Jeff Hardy cheated, of all things.
Jeff Hardy cheated.
cheated.
And then the next night he beat the shit out of William Regal and had
Talking
Samoa
about
Joe
he can do
chasing
what I-
after him.
Talking about I can do whatever I want. You can obviously lose whenever you want to. Because
Like,
you
it
just
made-
lost fucking No More Words. Ladies and gentlemen, that was also our boy Tito. No, it's not the point that
No. It's Vince
it's
is mad at
supposedly Vince is mad at NXT. Vince is mad that his C show is losing to a company's A show. That's
At the
like
end-
being in sports terms, plain and simple, ladies and gentlemen. You're mad your third string is giving up the lead to another team starter.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly what it is.
That's
He's just
exactly
mad
what it
that-
is.
Vince is mad. He's just old, so he's mad. He's at that stage where he's just mad for over anything. Because reading all the reports, they're like everybody's like, we don't know why. We were just as confused as everybody else as to why they had him lose.
And apparently everyone in NXT is pissed off because they
Escobar,
Adam
Finn,
Cole, KO,
They made this
Everybody-
man look good for over a year.
everybody that man
they
had
built
killed.
him for a year. And all that does is make them look like losers.
Yep.
And all that does is guarantee none of them will ever come up to the main roster. The
And
minute
they'll
that
leave when
someone,
when their contract's up, they're going to leave.
Yep, they're gone.
yeah, they're like,
And
yo,
look-
we can go to. They're like, yo, we're gonna call you to the main roster. You know what? I want out my contract.
And the crazy
That's
thing
gonna be that's
about
gonna be
that,
the next statement when people get called up now.
and the crazy thing about that is just the Friday before this, we had Finn make his return
Mm-hmm.
to the main roster
Mhm.
to fanfare and hoopla and me shedding tears because he's back on the main roster again and get a total 180
What the fuck?
on Monday.
Yeah.
In 3 days, now Vince wants nothing to do with NXT. Shits on it. And here's the thing: this also ruins what they're doing on NXT because now your NXT champion Joe said on
Lost.
NXT, "Oh,
You
your
saw my little
champion
field trip.
showed up on Raw on the field trip. Yeah, where he lost to Jeff Hardy. You're not credible anymore. You're not the killer you once were.
And I was
Not
sitting there
at all.
hoping because they could have saved how he lost on Raw. They could have wove that into the story with him and Joe. He could have been like, I told Jeff to do whatever it takes. I told him to do that.
Nothing. Didn't even try.
Nothing. But at the same time, this is the same company that decided to exploit Jeff Hardy being an alcoholic and had Sheamus believing that Jeff ran him over with the car when it was already known it was Elias.
Then on
Back
top
to
of that,
Speed.
let's be realistic. NXT has had got a major hole with William Regal. He told Samoa Joe, "You're only to attack when provoked."
Yeah,
Being
choked out.
is not provoked when you're a ref. That's part of the job.
That's
Just when it's being choked out, part of the job, Regal.
Yeah, so if you're a ref and you get attacked, it's supposed to be fine.
And on top of that,
part of the deal.
his job was to be a ref. Yeah. That man counted 1, 2, 3. Your job is done.
Right.
And Cross knew his job was done. And he decided to beat his ass after his job was done. Joe has every right to hunt his ass down.
But what
Joe has come out with a new shirt. Have y'all seen Joe's new shirt?
Yeah.
His new shirt says "Provoke Me."
Yep.
What's it going? My whole thing is this: where did Joe think he was running in them church shoes?
The shout.
I don't know about y'all. Have y'all ever tried to run in church shoes, even on concrete? No grip.
You slide.
You still slide, even on concrete. Even on concrete.
All he did was stretch up his bottoms.
That wasn't the only like weird loss though that happened on Raw, because ladies and gentlemen, Keith Lee returned on Monday Night Raw to challenge Bobby Lashley to a match and got his ass whooped in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And like I still think everybody, because I think you had said it in the chat, you said I forgot that story too. Him and Lashley and Keith Lee were feuding before he mysteriously disappeared. And he was getting ready to challenge for the U.S. title. Yeah, and then Riddle got put into that. Riddle was already in the match because he murdered him and Riddle.
Yeah.
And then he disappeared. Morrison got put into the match. I feel like
Lashley kills him.
They ended that story. I don't know
that was ever like. I don't know that was ever a story. I think it was just centered around getting Bobby Lashley out of the mid-card title scene. Like that was the whole point of that, was to get the belt off of Lashley onto anybody else.
I think it was going to be Keith Lee.
It was going to be Keith.
It was going to be Keith Lee. Riddle was going to be the guy that took the pin.
Right. So like you just didn't even need to go back. If you're going back to that story, there was no story left to tell on that. Like he was supposed to go over on Lashley. Well, he's supposed to go over on Riddle and Lashley.
And then if I think about it even more, that's probably like they had already built up a rapport from those matches in the past. So he's like, just go fight Lashley. We'll have you lose. It's your first match back. We'll have you lose.
If they're going to have him lose, honestly, if they was going to have Keith Lee lose, Keith Lee should have lost via a cheating maneuver.
Yeah.
It should have been due to it. Or if it's going to be a clean loss, it has to be a longer match than 5 minutes.
Or crazy thing, you just don't have him fight Bobby Lashley.
That's what I think. Is there people on Twitter that were like, well, I mean, they booked the match. What are they supposed to do? Don't book the match.
Right.
Same thing for Cross and Jeff Hardy. We're like, well, they already booked the match. Don't book it. Vince has been known to tear the script up of the show 5 minutes before Raw airs.
And they rewrite as they're going.
Don't fucking do it. You cannot do it. Like anytime they're like, oh, that's what they have to do. No, it's not what they have to do.
Right.
None of that had to happen.
You know what should have happened? You should have just had Jeff Hardy beat Keith Lee. And then you turn Keith Lee heel.
Well, I think Keith Lee he's on the
build him back. That's what you do. If anything,
that could work.
I think he's going to be all right. I mean, for him to have been gone this long of a time, that loss will just be a blip. I mean, it's Lashley. It ain't like he lost to Jeff Hardy.
No, but the fact that he got treated like shit in that match.
I mean, we just saw the man murdered Kofi. He going on a spree of killing black wrestlers.
That man is still roided up. That's the problem. That man is still riding the juice.
That man ain't got his ladies no more. He mad.
That was Raw. It was, aside from Cena showing up and the cash in, it was mostly not great. It was like they followed Money in the Bank with one of their worst shows.
Yeah.
But ratings went up because John
Cena. Yep.
Anyway, and Goldberg.
Goldberg.
Oh yeah, Goldberg. We don't care about.
Apparently, NXT last night, Raquel Gonzalez fucking injured Xia Li.
She's alive though. Right. She's alive, thankfully.
You know what? I think someone said it before him. I was against it, but maybe you're all right. Maybe Raquel Gonzalez got that belt a little too soon.
She don't got no. I sat there and I got to the point where I wanted to fall asleep on that match because
I turned it.
You did.
Because I knew Zaya is not ready to be NXT Women's Champion, and it's just like, okay, like Raquel is cool, but she don't really got no character. She just she did that little pose, and I was like, okay, you gonna have to do something else because you're not Big Mama. You're not
Like
Big Mommy Punk. You're not Big Mommy Cool. You're not
right.
Lady Diesel.
Raquel's whole
This
thing
shit's
right
corny.
now is wearing the belt backwards.
Right. I'm like, you got to do something different. You need a character because if you get the main roster, you're going to get ate alive. You'll just be a more taller Latino version of Nia.
You know what, Matt?
And Nia will beat her down.
I'll take it a step further, and I never thought I would utter these words. NXT is boring.
It's boring right now, and it's never been this boring. And they're at a crossroads because
Why
you got literally at a crossroads because you got your champion looking like a bitch on Monday, but then looking like a beast on Tuesday. You got your women's champion boring as shit. You got your fans hating your tag champions for no damn reason.
No reason. Why?
For no fucking reason. And you got your North American champion sitting up here rapping and feuding with some mariachi band fuckers.
And what the fuck is that? One of the heels is a goddamn face. Swerve is supposed to be a face in this. Like what? They
did a double turn. They've turned them instead of heel versus heel. It's now a tweener versus a heel.
They're already fucking this whole Swerve.
And the way is breaking up.
Yeah, but shout out to that. Shout out to whoever dressed Escobar yesterday because that fucking coat he had on was dope as shit. That trench coat with the fur collar, that shit was fire, yo. Shout out to my man Escobar for that. But
like the only champions that are making sense is Io.
What girl?
And
Gonna bomb is Raquel, so I guess she means Raquel Gonzalez.
Let me think about
She's
that.
boring. She's boring.
She sucks.
She's just
like
she's a big powerhouse. It was cool, but she can't keep up right now. It's just
there's no character to her. What is her character?
Her character
doesn't have one. She's
big.
She's strong.
Raquel.
I didn't think she was very good to begin with. And I've been saying for a while her matches were terrible.
Anyway, that's all that happened this week. This is a long ass week of news. Good God. Y'all got any time? Y'all need to get out of here.
What you want to do? Who we can beat up? We can definitely do that way.
I got something I wanted y'all to try out. We're gonna try this out and see if it's a thing we might bring back later on. We're gonna make a little tier list.
Okay.
Are there any wrestlers you guys think you could take on? You could beat up?
Yeah, quite a few.
Yeah. Okay.
Quite a few.
No.
Yes.
Marco Stunt, easy.
Oh yeah.
Marco Stunt.
James Ellsworth.
I'm beating the shit out of Marco. I'm beating the shit out of Ellsworth.
What we've got here.
Beating the shit out of fucking.
We'll talk about it. We'll get so at the top here. Put him in a body bag. You'll kill him. On a good day. How the hell did I end up in this situation? Go ahead and set up a GoFundMe for my funeral. Passing on it out of fear or respect.
Okay.
Right?
These are the people?
We got about 50 of them, yeah. So Ace off.
Get it. Put him in a body
on a
bag.
good day.
Body bag.
Put him in a body bag for me.
Okay.
Adam Cole.
On a good day.
Yeah, on a good day.
AJ Styles.
How the hell did I end up in this situation?
AJ? Right, because AJ's a redneck.
He's a redneck. Right. Big E.
Passing.
Go ahead. Pat, no, you know what? Go ahead and set up my GoFundMe because I'm going to still try. But go ahead and go set up my GoFundMe.
Bobby Fish.
On a good day.
Put that motherfucker on a body bag. Nah. Put him in a body bag. Put his ass in a body bag.
I'll just kick him in the shit in the knees. He's done.
Bobby Lashley.
Go ahead and set up my GoFundMe.
Pretty much.
Booker T.
Passing
How
out.
the hell? Oh, okay. Well, yeah,
I'm good.
Oh, man, strength and then jail fighting skills. I don't want to say.
Nah, I'm good. I'm good.
So this cut off his face, but it's Brian Cage.
Go ahead,
Brian Cage's body.
Actually, you know what?
I don't know, man. Maybe.
Wait, do we get to
Brian
use?
Cage? I'm gonna go with on a good day with Brian.
Do
Cage.
I get to use
I feel like
guns?
he got a
That's
glass
something I'm
door.
about to ask. Do we get to use Matt's strategy of guns?
Do I
No
get
gun.
to?
No
Oh
gun.
damn it! Because if it's a gun, all them going in body bag. I'm shooting all of them.
Brian
You know
Myers.
what? Nah. Brian Cage, put me on the how the hell and up here. Put that right there.
Brian Myers, Dick Kick City.
He's gonna kick me in
How the hell
my
did I
dick. I'm
end up
passing
on a
out of
good day?
respect.
How the hell did I?
In this situation.
Pass out of respect.
I'm passing out of respect because I don't want to get kicked in the dick.
Okay.
You know what? Good point.
That's a
Good
good
point.
point. Brock Lesnar.
Passing on it out of fear and respect.
Mostly fear.
Mostly
Mostly
fear.
fear.
Not mostly, all fear.
Cesaro.
How the hell?
How the hell I end up?
Situation.
Yeah, how the hell?
He might uppercut me into my funeral.
Chad Gable.
On a good
Passing
day.
on it.
On a good day.
I ain't
On a
fucking
good
with
day.
him. He an Olympian.
He's an Olympian, right?
As
Yeah,
long
but
as I
he's
keep
so
him
tired.
away, right, as long as I keep him away with a good jab or a punch, as long as he don't grab me. Once he grab me, I'm fucked. Matter
on a
of
good
fact,
day.
put that in the how the hell did I end up in that situation?
Yeah.
Because once he grabs me, I'm
As
fucked.
soon as you throw that first punch, he's grabbing your ass.
Damian
Right.
Priest.
Yeah, he's gonna beat my ass.
How the hell?
How the hell?
Right. How the hell? Because at his height and my height, I shouldn't be fighting him.
Also, probably going to be in the same. Probably be the same category. Dexter Loomis.
How the hell?
No, set up my GoFundMe. That dude's crazy as shit.
Right.
He will murder you.
I already know where we going with Dominic.
He
Put
will
his ass in a
stab
body
you.
bag.
Body bag.
Dominic going body bag. Dominic going in the body bag. immediately.
Drew McIntyre.
Go ahead, set up my GoFundMe.
He gonna stick
Eddie Edwards.
sword. He will eat your
How
face
the
off.
hell?
Eat your face.
He will eat
How the
your
hell?
face.
How the
How
hell?
the hell?
How the hell did I end up?
Eddie Kingston.
How the hell?
How the hell?
How the hell? How the hell?
You
want-
Eddie
you want
going
try
to use a weapon.
Yeah.
Eddie going to use a
Edge. Edge.
weapon. On a good
Body
day.
bag.
On a good day.
On a good day.
Oh,
Elias.
That's what's up, Justin. Damn.
How the hell?
He's buff. He's a buff dude.
Right.
He's a big
How the
dude.
hell?
Maybe on a good day though, like I get the guitar from him and you get to swinging.
I'll be
How the
back,
hell?
dude.
I'm going how the hell. I'm going how the hell.
I'm going how the hell?
Eric Young.
He's
Go ahead and
crazy,
set up my
too.
GoFundMe because Eric Young gonna burn me alive.
Yeah.
Finn Balor.
On a good
Body
day.
bag.
On a
Sorry.
good
Good
day.
day.
Sorry, Finn.
On a good day.
Nah, Finn, I'm putting in the body bag. His little frail ass, I'm putting him in the
As
fucking
long as he
body
don't
bag.
drop kick me, I think we're good.
Right.
Haku.
Dude, what the fuck kind
Pass.
of question is that?
Pass.
That is a definite
Pass.
automatic pass.
Pass.
Automatic.
Fear. Hell no.
Ilya Dragunov.
How the hell?
How the heck?
Yeah.
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 That's a crazy little motherfucker.
Yeah.
Go ahead and go fund me on Ilya.
Go for
Go ahead and go fund me because I feel like he might be part of some kind of mafia that would kill me.
Who
after.
is that? That's
Jake,
Pat.
Jake something.
No.
Jake
How
something?
the hell?
Jake something.
How the
He's
hell?
a-
Jake is the how the hell. That's the how the hell.
Yeah, how the hell?
Jeff Hardy.
On a good day.
Body bag.
Good
Body
day.
bag.
Good day or body
I'm
bag.
thinking body bag personally. I feel
You know,
like-
I just get. Never mind. I
don't say that.
Joke.
I know-
I just throw some bills
You
out.
know what?
Say it.
Throw
The
some
mo- the-
bills.
What? You know what? Hold up. On a good day, put it on a good day because if he's drunk, he can't feel too many of my hits.
That's a good point. Jinder, God damn it. Jinder Mahal, the Maharaja.
How
Respect.
the hell?
Respect.
Good
How the
day.
hell?
How the hell?
Nah, I'm going how the hell.
Joe Doran.
Nope.
Nope.
Set up my GoFundMe.
I ain't. You better than me.
Pimp Daddy Joe is gonna kill somebody.
John Moxley.
Pass.
No. He is crazy.
Pass.
Yeah, because he might.
Josh Alexander.
Not to make me gonna pull a pizza cutter out on you, and he will.
That's
Yeah, that's true.
yeah. Josh Alexander.
Go ahead and set up my GoFundMe.
Right, because he gonna snap my ankle, so I'm gonna need a
Yeah.
doctor. Fix
Karrion Cross.
Pass.
Pass.
He's scary.
I saw
Wait.
that man in person.
that. You know what?
Is Scarlett there?
No,
I
no
saw
Scarlett.
her in person.
No Scarlett. Just Karrion Cross.
Still, pass.
Put me with a go ahead. Put me a go. I think go fund me for Carrie. Cause I'm gonna try. I'm stupid.
You'll try. Okay.
I'm
Kenny
gonna try.
Omega.
On a good day.
On a good day.
Yeah.
Right, because if he hit me with that knee, it's gonna be a different story.
Kevin Owens.
Go ahead and set up my GoFundMe.
Damn, really? You have no confidence in Kevin Owens against Kevin Owens?
Kevin's. I got a how the hell?
Situation.
Right.
How the hell?
Yeah.
Kyle O'Reilly.
How the
On a
hell?
good
How the
day.
hell?
On a good day.
Yeah.
No, I got on a good day with Kyle. I got on a good day with Kyle.
But you know what? He does look like a Best Buy employee, maybe. So yeah.
He also is in Fight Club.
I feel like
Also-
one good chest punch to Kyle. Like you ain't got to
Take
punch
him
him
out.
in the face. One good time right here in the state. I feel like that'll work with Kyle. I'm being honest.
I'll say with KO though, like his ROH days make me really scared of him. Because like that dude was like insane. Like he was Moxley level.
All you gotta do is throw Twix at Kyle O'Reilly. He's done. So,
Damn it. You know. Fuck, Greg.
I know. I'm just.
I thought it, but I wasn't gonna say it.
Lance Archer.
He's scary.
Yeah, go ahead, go for me.
Pass.
You know what? Pass, because I think he might have a noose somewhere.
Malcolm Bivens.
With that motherfucker. Actually, you know what? Actually,
I don't know, man. Maybe.
I'm gonna go with how the hell did I end up in this? Because me and Malcolm about the same size, so that's gonna be a scrap. I'm gonna go with that one.
What about the rest of
People
y'all?
confused more than anything. Like, how the hell did
I still think it's a good day.
get here?
Matt, what about you?
I mean, I would just say on a good day, but I mean, same with how the hell? Why am I fighting this dude?
Marco
Right,
Stunt.
Body bag.
Body bag.
Body bag.
Body bag.
Matt Riddle.
How the hell?
How the
How the
hell?
hell?
How the hell?
Yeah.
Moose.
Actually,
Pass.
Pass.
Pass. That dude's scary as shit.
hold
What you
on.
saying about
Matt
Kitty?
Riddle, for Matt Riddle, can I get a pass? Because me and him gonna be too busy getting high. We ain't gonna even
That's
think about
true.
that.
That's a good point.
Paul
We will
Heyman.
be swinging.
Body
Oh,
bag.
Body
Heyman.
bag.
On a good day. On a good day.
I,
Because
I,
Paul
I think
Heyman,
Paul might have some, there might be
and
a
I'm
chance.
pretty sure
Paul the
I'm
one
pretty
that's
sure
gonna have a gun. He's
Paul
gonna have a gun.
or he gonna have some type of weapon. That's the thing. So that's why I said maybe on a good day.
Well, or he's got Brock Lesnar and CM Punk and the whole. Everybody's gonna come out and beat our ass.
All right, almost done. We got Pentagon next.
How the
He's
hell?
scary.
How the hell? How the hell did I get into this shit with Penta?
Keep done.
Pass.
Pass.
Pass, yeah.
Yeah,
Our
stack my
truth.
How the hell?
Pass. No, I'm going pass. I don't even want to know why I'm fighting Truth.
Yeah.
Right, that's out of respect.
I don't even
No.
want to know why I'm fighting Truth. Like I'm good.
Randy Orton.
Pass.
Pass.
He's gonna hit you with his dick. He's gonna
Yeah,
hit you right with his dick.
Right.
Right.
Randy might try to fight us naked, and I'm not fighting a naked man.
Ray
I'm sorry.
Mysterio. Body bag.
Body bag.
Body bag.
Is there
Me and King gonna
under the
jump in.
morgue? Is there a under the morgue for that? Not even body bag.
Ain't no snap.
Roman Reigns.
Pass.
Pass.
Nah,
Pass?
go ahead and go for me. Go ahead and set up a
Go for me.
GoFundMe.
You'll take
Yeah.
it. You'll try.
Because my wife likes this motherfucker. So anybody my wife like, I gotta try.
All right, we got outvoted. Jackson Riker.
MAGA man.
Body bag.
Body bag.
Body bag.
Body bag.
Without
That-
question. Body
That's
bag.
that's just like the universal. Like, by the way, fuck this vote. Samoa Joe.
Pass.
Pass.
Unless you kick him in the head.
Santos Escobar.
On a good
How the
day.
hell?
On a good day.
Good day.
On a good day. Because he coming to fight in the janitor's outfit. So
Seth Rollins.
How the hell?
How the hell?
I'm going on a good day with Seth. Actually.
I'd say good day, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Because that big ass nose is definitely a fucking target. And I'm breaking that shit.
Sheamus.
How the hell?
Now on a good day. Now on a good day because I know he got a glass jaw.
He did lose the Hunico.
He also has a bro kick. Do you remember Riddle?
That's true.
How the hell? Yeah, let's go to how the hell. Put him in the how the
Shelton Benjamin.
hell. How the hell?
Yeah, how the hell?
How the hell did I end up fighting?
I might go pass on Shelton only because
Yeah, exactly.
like
You know
I
what?
respect that dude because he never got a good run. Like they really screwed
That
him
motherfucker
over.
is angry.
Here's a show. Legit,
Yeah,
he's
I'm
one of the
good.
most toughest motherfuckers in that company.
I'm going
Shelton,
pass on
like-
Shelton. Actually, I'm pass.
Sin Cara, Hunico.
Pass.
Are you?
Pass.
Oh shit. Timothy Thatcher.
How the hell?
How the hell?
That might be a body bag. I mean, not body bag. The other one, the GoFundMe. GoFundMe. He's put me in a body bag. Look, that dude's crazy.
TJP.
Body bag.
Body bag.
Body
Yeah.
bag. Yeah.
Ciampa.
Pass.
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 Dude's crazy.
Yeah, that's a pass.
Vince McMahon.
Pass.
Body
I ain't
bag.
beating up no old man.
I don't care.
Actually,
He's got
How
a
the
super
hell?
man strength.
how
He's
the
got a
hell
super
did I
man
end up in
strength.
this situation? How the hell did I end up fighting Vince McMahon?
Imagine you're just on the street and you bump into someone and like they steal their shit and you get in a fight with Vince McMahon.
He steal your shit on you and he goes,
No, you know what?
son of a bitch.
I am going to have him beat my ass and then sue him. I will fake an injury
So
because I'm trying to get paid.
W. Morrissey.
Go ahead and set up my GoFundMe.
GoFundMe, yeah.
Right. he
Walter.
called.
Pass. Nope.
Nope.
Pass.
I'm not letting him chop my heart out of my chest.
They gonna chop your anus out of your ass.
So put a body bag with Mysterio's obviously Marco, yeah, Riker, Bobby Fish.
What?
Ace.
Anus drops out.
So here's the thing: the majority, if we look at percentage wise, went to passing out of respect. Is it fear or respect for most?
Both.
There's a mixture. Like Brock, I don't respect, but I'm scared as shit of him.
Like,
But,
like
like,
Brock,
Shelton, like I could.
Brock actually had like his stomach eating itself from the inside out.
If you get like a
And
good
he
shot
still
in
went
the
to fight.
stomach,
That's true. You get a good liver kick on Brock, you might have a chance.
I don't
But
know.
what's gonna happen when he catches that leg that you clicked?
That's true.
It's over.
That's true.
He's gonna
You
rip
gonna
it
get
off.
up.
You got a
Beat you
1%
with it.
chance. You got a 1%
He's gonna
chance.
rip it off of you and beat you with it like he did Zach Gowen. That's what the fuck is gonna happen. Okay.
That wasn't a prosthetic. That was real. He actually ripped his leg off.
Okay. That's what's gonna happen.
All right. So this is the official Under the Ring list. We a lot of so these are the ones that are like we would never win. You never know. Okay, that's not bad. It's not bad for us. Not bad for us. I think it's okay. We're realistic. We didn't have anybody crazy at the top, you know.
But here's the thing: how the hell did I end up in a situation doesn't necessarily mean you'll lose. It
No,
just
it's
means
just
you're
like
gonna,
why is this happening?
wow, like
You're
what the
confused more than
fuck?
anything.
Are you kidding me? Like, but I'm not fighting Booker.
Hell no, he got a record.
I'm not fighting Booker. I'm not fighting Haku.
Hell no.
I was wondering, like,
I'm not-
did Booker, Haku, and Sakara end up here? And I'm glad they did. I'm glad
Like,
they
He
did.
ain't stupid.
The one person that's there that surprised the shit out of me, but then I thought about it, is Brian Myers. But none of us want to lose our balls. So
I'm
that's
not
why
trying
we-
to get kicked in the dick.
Who is that between Riddle and Moxley?
That's Lance Archer.
Lance
Oh yeah,
Yeah, he's scary.
We just saw him
He just
stab
took a bunch
Moxley
of
with the fork.
put that fork in
Right.
there too. The fork, pass on it out of fear and respect.
Randy, I think y'all could take Randy. It's just that he'll fight you naked.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, and I'm not
not-
fighting a naked
I'm
guy.
not-
And it's not happening.
Exactly.
It's not happening.
Exactly.
I'm
What
just
happens
not.
if he, what okay,
First
Randy's
of all-
fighting you naked. What happens when he grabs you and try to put you in a headlock?
Right. But first of all, I'm crazy
He
and
gets
like
low too. He gets you like right down there.
Like, my-
Like, he puts you
my-
in a front guillotine right by his balls.
Mhm. Yep.
see, but my strategy is to fight people naked. And so if he gets naked, then it's just weird.
Yeah, then y'all just gay.
Right. And I'm not trying to do that. So I'm not
It
fighting Randy.
wasn't me this week. It wasn't me this week.
I'm just saying, if y'all getting naked to fight, they gonna be
Right.
looking like, what
But,
kind
like,
of
I'm fighting-
jerk is this?
Look,
It wasn't me.
nobody
this week.
wants to fight the fat naked guy. Like I know that. That is my weapons and a fat naked guy.
Right.
They're gonna
Nobody's
be like,
fighting
what
me
kind
naked.
of They're gonna be like, "What type of erotica is y'all doing?" We're fighting.
Mommy, the fat man is sweating in places that I didn't know he had.
Also, same thing as to why I won't fight Brian Myers. Like, it's open, it's exposed.
And then mommy gonna be sitting there looking at Randy like, "Oh wow." Oh no.
All Myers needs is that one shot.
I'm not trying to get kicked in the dick.
It doesn't matter how old Haku and Booker get. I'm never taking that fight. I'm never, ever taking that fight. If you think Haku was dangerous before, I guarantee you he's twice as dangerous now.
Listen, Haku is the only man that I have ever known that every wrestler has talked about how scared they are of him. No one has not said they weren't afraid of him. That's ridiculous. Like no one.
I know the Rock is scared of him. Remember when Rock bought him a truck? He bought him a truck out of respect.
Out of respect.
Come
Look,
on.
I've heard people talk about how tough Dr. Death Steve Williams is. I've heard people say, I could have taken him. You know, was it Bart Gunn knocked JBL?
Yeah.
Who knocked him out? JBL knocked him out?
No, Bart Gunn. Bart Gunn
knocked him out. Yeah. But not one, if they were doing Brawl for All and Haku was available, they would not have taken that. They would not have taken that thing. It wouldn't have got off the ground.
No.
It wouldn't have
He is the most dangerous man ever in life.
Yeah.
It's the only man that can walk around with a purse and no one say shit about.
I think
and the only person Haku is scared of is his wife.
Right.
I think Booker and Sin Cara are undefeated in backstage fights. So I'm not.
Because literally,
it's known they've knocked motherfuckers out.
Like they did a podcast about Tama. Like Tama was saying, how he ended up joining because he got adopted by his aunt. His aunt, Haku's wife. That's how he's related to him. Haku was just the in-law, and he was like, "Yeah, I was with my mom, and then they came over to Tonga, and she just came over here and she took me, and I got on the plane, and my uncle Haku was there to pick us up, and she just told him oh yeah, he's staying with us." As they got off the plane, he was like, "For real?" She's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Okay." She ran shit. He ain't caused no problem.
Like most marriages.
Yeah. After a crazy ass week in news, we got to finish up by saying that none of us would ever want to try to fight Haku or Malcolm Bivens just because why? Why would we be there?
Or R-Truth. Why are we
R-Truth? Yeah. I'm trying to figure out why, how that would start. Would he try to start a fight?
What would cause us to fight him?
What do you have to do to piss off R-Truth not to make him want to fight you?
You killed little Jimmy.
Cena has done that, and he still don't want to fight.
But that's his favorite. John Cena's his favorite. He's just regular person.
Since he was a kid, his favorite.
And Riddle, I don't think Riddle's gonna fight us. We're gonna be too busy rolling up.
Token.
Dude, you really want to fight? No, me. Roll up again.
Shit. All right. Well, I think that's about it. We'll be back next week. We're gonna try to do Mondays instead.
We might. We'll talk about it during the week to figure out what the hell is going on. Cause
we'll do another one. Actually, I won't be here Wednesday. So we'll do Monday because I'll be in North Carolina for the show on Wednesday for AEW.
Oh, okay. We could do that. So you'll be live. Okay, yeah. Papa. I see you. You should bring your computer to the show. Let me see if you can sneak that shit in.
Just post a laptop. Hey, motherfuckers, look what I'm doing.
I ain't doing nothing. Let me write this report about you guys.
Oh, holy shit. Is that the Undertaker? Fuck. Okay. Not taking. All right, that's fine.
No, I'm not taking. Fuck him. Anything else anybody got to say this week?
Anything? Anybody? All right, last chance. All right, cool. So we'll do a little promoting. You can follow us at Twitch TV /Under the Ring Pod and at Facebook.com /Under the Ring Pod. You can find me at Greg Bush SK on Twitter at Greg Bush SK. I'll now also be apparently doing more video stuff with Sports Kita. You can see I was part of the CM Punk thing for them today. I don't know why they chose me, but
Yeah.
apparently I'll be doing more of those when I was told. So you can follow more of that there and all those pages. Anything we want to promote before we get out of here?
Because you're a big CM Punk fan, right?
Yeah, you know me. Yeah, I fucking love CM Punk.
I'm probably the only one on this on here that actually doesn't hate CM Punk.
It's not. There's something he's done that's fine. It's just
I
don't
hate him.
see the like massive
I hate
deal. But
I don't hate him. He's just an ass.
I look at him
I
like
agree.
Raven. Like Raven cut a lot of good ass promos, but if you're gonna tell me Raven was a great ass wrestler, I'm not gonna. But
Absolutely not.
anyway, that's it for us. We'll see you. I guess we'll see you Monday for the Out of the Ring podcast. Y'all have a good, safe weekend. Don't do anything stupid. Like me, for some reason, I have this in my house. I don't know why, but
We know why.
I'm not gonna throw it away.
We know why.
Kenny,
You know why?
We know why.
we know why.
Yeah.
She's saying no.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Out of the Ring podcast out.